Ay, ay, ay.
I'm getting into game to spectate. I don't know what stage we'll be on, but
Mid stage 2.
Okay, sorry everyone. My PC just died. I don't know what happened, but we're back now. Let me make sure that we're actually
I
live.
can see you live.
Okay, okay.
Tristate TFT is also live, and then
Okay, we're back. Sorry everyone. And I will try to connect.
I'll be back in a second.
No, and it's about to run ads. Why is it about to run ads? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. We might just not be able to do the stream together for the moment. We can redo it after the game, maybe?
I got the thing on my end. It says.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, okay. Did it work?
I think so.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Oh, we're back. Let's take stock.
Let's take quick stock of everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so currently we have, let's see, Invictus Spot. This is looking like an ASOL game. Has an early swing. We have the Zoe here with the Nasher's Tooth. I wouldn't be surprised if we angle that from here. Also noting expected unexpectedness, so we can be sure to look at that on stage 3. Going long for Pocky here, very interesting choice. I'm not really sure what you play from here, but we have the early Yunara with the Kraken, so I'm imagining Ionia's Transcendence though, so I don't know how good it's gonna be here, but this could also just be a Slayer's game, or even just a Fast 9 Kindred. We have Prismatic Ticket for Ralphie, which is very interesting with a Nasher Slam.
Oh, it's just like a it's like an Ori reroll thing, right?
This is Ori, yes, you're right.
This is definitely Ori reroll.
We have item slams on the Caitlyn here, gonna unlock Ori, and then we have Loris on bench.
Heads up play, by the way, to obviously Ori is good, so you want to be playing Ori anyway, but the nice thing about set 16 is playing around the unlockables. You can't grief an unlockable unless you've unlocked it yourself. So playing Ori reroll is pretty nice. I think it's a good decision.
Yeah. Very, very smart decision. Appies is also going long. Not really sure what the angle is here, but we have quick Kaisa unlock coming here for sure if we get another item off or if we get a suitable item off Krugs, which having a Kaisa early stage 3 sounds like a very good way to win streak. Franchise also
Another going long. Huh.
Oh wow.
Super high tempo lobby.
This lobby, yeah. Going along with what looks to be Shadow Isles, but we also holding these Aphelios here. I'm imagining maybe Asol angle there. Bossoskills, Trait Tree.
Invoker, long shot, and bilge. Playing 5 bilge. Okay.
I believe so.
I'm holding the Caitlyn, so I don't know what this is. I don't see it.
I don't know what this is, but could be like a Kaisa Flex game of some kind. Could also just be some kind of like. Honestly, I'm not even certain.
Yeah, well, we can revisit. Yeah.
Philip with Buried Treasures opts into the Shadow Isles line here. This is a pretty safe way to, at the very least, guarantee yourself a decent placement to get into check. Philip's 1 point off. Doesn't really. Honestly,
oh, you know what though?
Fine, right?
No, you know what? I actually realized because it is 6-game max, it actually does matter, right? Because
it does matter to score. That's true.
Yeah, like if you have the point lead at the end of 6 games and someone who wins was not already in check, and we have a couple players who it's reasonable that at the end of 5 games they might not be in check. I think it's very reasonable to just play for highest points.
So we get some gold and double dupe.
And double dupe.
Double
dupe when you're playing ASOL? Yeah. I would consider that pretty good.
That is quite good.
Okay.
Invective's probably very happy about that one. And then very good, honestly, like, oh wow. Okay, we
was that
reforged the red buff.
Full reforge, huh?
Yeah, very interesting choice. We do get the Rage Blade. I don't hate it because we already
Yeah.
have Morello. So
Would you ever just slam GS instead and just reforge single bow?
I would have. I personally think slamming GS and having open bow is fine in
Okay.
this scenario, because we don't need to be desperate to like necessarily slam tank item or anything. And second bow is our Nasher, and then GS can just go on like another carry that we
Zoe
play on
2
the
or
board,
something
like
until we get
Zoe
to
2, Diana, anything like that. So we have augment selection coming through here. Slamming, that makes sense. And then that
Ralphie.
is
Can we
the
see
tank
how
item,
deep
or
Ralphie digs here? By the way, I want to see if
yeah,
how slow he plays stage 3. Items are a little
a
wacky.
little undesirable, but we do have 2 reforgers.
Do you ever
Which is
just
good.
get Rod?
Okay, I think we
Okay,
have.
there's some options. Wait, how good is double mana if you're playing like JG Nashers plus Shojin? Because if we are
Fine.
just trying to kill a sword, I feel like it's to me it sounds good enough. I mean, you do kill your void staff component, but also you have additional rods, so you can just go make like spark after. So I think Shojin JG Nashers and then look for spark plus frontline sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think that's acceptable. I think Ralphie was a little stun locked on the items there, but ends up making this. My main concern is this HP total is really, really low. 43 HP on 3-2 is not something you really want to see. If you're Ralphie here, especially if you're looking to win out the game, your cap on Oriana is not going to be extremely high.
Oh,
But
wait, is he playing Acel?
I think he's playing Acel.
He's playing Acel.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Priz
Honestly, you know
Priz
what? Props to
ticket
Ralphie
into Acel,
for that one.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool
okay.
things, Acel.
Now 43 HP doesn't even look that bad. You lose one more, you'll be
Done.
32, 35 somewhere around there. And then you hit Tarek 2 on 7.
I mean, does it though? Because like, obviously the rerolls here are going to be really nice, right? But if we look at all the games we saw yesterday, the vast majority of folks who were winning with Acel were already using kind of a more of as a win more kind of thing. Invective today, I think she's the only person who sort of bucked that trend a little bit, hitting it so late. I don't know. I still don't feel safe with all of this.
It's definitely not safe.
Yeah,
but
definitely
it's
not
a
safe.
game plan that makes sense. Like, loose streaking is almost never a safe position in TFT. Like,
Oh,
that's
no.
just how it is. Like, you don't want to be losing HP, but if you are losing HP, and if you're in Ralphie's spot, the last thing you want to do is commit to a reroll comp. If you can avoid it, right? So, obviously, like, if he was committed to the reroll, like he would have dug really deep on stage 3-2, would have looked for a lot of upgrades. But I think from Ralphie's position, if he wants to win the game, the only angle really is Acel because that's the highest cap board. And
So
Priz Ticket does enable you to reroll for it, so at the very least you can maybe spawn in a Leona too.
the
So I do
expectation is
want to look at
that
Ralphie's roll down.
Ralphie and Invective are the two players that you're expecting them to have Leona 2 by the end of 3-5. Because
Yes.
Invective has the double Nico. All right.
That's Dominico. Ralphie has Brazilian is a really big pickup.
Yep.
We have one Leona here. Okay, Seraphine. We're skipping the Seraphines. That's interesting. I guess it's too expensive, maybe, but I feel like I would have liked to see Seraphine keep. RE2 is good. And then, okay,
Oh
there's the
no.
Seraphine. We
Where
would have had
is
Seraphine 2. No, Leona 2
Wow.
feels really bad. And then I'm assuming Invective has the Leona 2. We can watch this fight first through. If Ralphie can somehow manage to win this fight, I think he should.
Appies does
I
have
guess that is a
Blast Shield
Kaisa,
plus
though.
the Kaisa. I mean,
Never mind.
Appies
I think
board
Appies is
looks
winning this one.
nasty.
Appies board looks really insane now that I think about it. The front line is very, very strong. Kaisa unlock is really
Oh,
good.
this looks
Ralphie's at 20
so
HP.
bad for Ralphie.
Yeah, it's a really dire situation. And I feel like Ralphie skipping over these Seraphines was a really big blunder. As you can see, he picked up the 2 now, but he rolled past 2 as well. There's the Seraphine 2 finally.
Leona
Much
too.
better item holder. but still no Leona 2 after using all of those rerolls. Likely to resend it, but
I guess at this point
yeah.
you're not unlocking it either way until neutral. So the difference between getting it on neutrals and 4-1 is the same, I think, right? There's no real difference. Okay, I guess either way he decides to just send it regardless.
I think he just wants to save HP at this point. He's so low.
Sure. Yeah.
That
makes
any round win is really important. So.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I mean, Joe didn't find Jarvan 3. Does have Sona 3, but doesn't look like a particularly inspiring setup at the moment.
Board, yeah. I'm not really a big
Also,
fan of Joe's
33
spot.
HP for Joe. I think Joe might be going 8th if Ralphie doesn't.
I think Joe's spot is significantly worse actually. Just looking at the spot, we have Priz ticket, and then advanced loan on a Sona reroll board where you really don't want to be spending too much of your econ on a low level. And while you might be able to spike earlier, I think the combat is really, really important to keep you alive. Bosso has kind of had an evolution of his board. It looks like he's definitely opting into this Bilgewater, but I'm wondering if he's going to be looking to play Bilgewater throughout, or if he's just going to opt into.
Yeah, I mean, Bosso needs 3 points. Right, Bosso's looking for a 6 or higher to get into check. So maybe this is good enough for a 6th. Yeah, it's not looking for.
I'm kind of eyeing here, though, is that this is a Veigar unlock, right? So this, I'm not sure if this is, oh no, we have another 4 cost, I didn't want to do that, or maybe there is some kind of weird Veigar angle of all this, but I don't see it.
I think I cannot imagine this Veigar, but if it is, that would be insane. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's why I'm really trying to rack my brain about it.
I know it's not.
Like it's one of the most intentional unlocks you could do. I
actually don't know if it's that intentional. I'm pretty sure he just wanted AP items and just got rods and slammed them. He had Death Cap on 2-1. I think it's very important.
Ralphie found Tarek. Ralphie does have Tarek.
Yeah, Ralphie found Tarek on the round before.
Oh, okay. On the 3-7 one?
Joe Bookmark. Yeah.
Okay.
So did get the ace unlock here. And it's actually big that he unlocked the Diana that turn. Because, it means that on neutrals he gets the Aesol. Because otherwise he would have to wait one more turn.
Yeah, I didn't realize he had the Tarek. That makes way more sense to just send it to 0 then for everything else.
Yeah.
To find the Leona 2.
Yeah, for sure. I do want to take a look at Invective Spot because that's our other Aesol player.
Oh, wait, who's this max build? Oh, that's Bosso.
First, and then. Okay.
I think reinforcement.
Reinforcement makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Like again, we're just playing for a 6th here. Let's just make sure we win the next couple fights. Also, I mean, Ralphie. It doesn't look like Ralphie's going to lose. I don't know. I think Bosso's spot's a little scary. Invective's sitting on a lot of gold.
We did hit the Aesol. Don't have JG for an Asher, which does feel a little bad, but. We're kind of waiting on, I guess, the carousel for that one. Pocky's spot looking quite strong, looking very similar to something I played yesterday. But looking to opt for the Vayne 3 here, I think, with this Golden Duke. And we have plenty of rerolls as well off the max build. Oh, honestly, there's another angle. You can just save it for Galio too. Where you can go for. I think the big thing that he might go for is actually Garen 3, or Lux 3. It's a pretty common thing to do with Demacia, just because most boards aren't playing a random Garen 2, most boards aren't playing a random Lux 2. He is pretty uncontested on the Demacia line, and it's a way to outcap this Aesol. So, could be a way to win the game and deny people from actually cashing in on their check.
That is such a bad loss for Ralphie.
Really big loss.
Oh, man.
I think Ralphie's spot is looking really, really doomed.
We can still be 2 lives, but yeah, this spot looks very, very hard to play.
There's not enough rolls, not enough gold, not enough anything, I think, to really kind of get it in. And I do like the Demacia adaptation too, also because there's other folks going Kai'Sa, like we can see Appies is right here. So it's another kind of way to play the game, be it either, again, the Galio, which is the more safe play, or the Garen, which is definitely win out.
Mm-hmm. He's doing a good job just playing like a reasonable board for not having the Kaisa 2. Gonna be killing units every round. I don't know who we fought on 4-2. I think you're totally fine losing a lot of these fights though. Already more than halfway to 9. And
Yeah,
87
and you
HP, it's
see he
like
pumped here.
yeah. We're just going 9. We'll take whatever we can get. Yeah, this fight looks a little bit more like kind of what I would expect for how the board looks.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
stage
and
4. You got
something-
70 HP. You have time to rebuild your economy, get a loss streak going through stage 4, so you can turn around stage 5.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think he's totally fine just taking all these losses as he's on his way there. I don't think he minds
I
at
need
all.
to randomly point out. I think I know why Joe Bookmark missed out on the Jarvan. I don't know if you
Who
noticed.
was that? Someone had a Jarvan 3, yeah.
Yeah, Pocky constructed companioned Jarvan 3 on 3-2. And that likely prevented Joe Bookmark from actually hitting the units. And after maybe Joe Bookmark rolling down like the turn before, maybe not hitting Jarvan, probably gave up on it once they saw that Pocky took 9 out of the pool.
Yep,
instantly.
that'll do it.
And, yeah, and one thing too is that it's pretty synergistic with Demacia inherently, just because you end up getting the Galio unlock really, really quickly, so makes a big diff. I think Pocky's spot is also really interesting because he's triple econ. In that sense, like he just took 3 econ augments. He's going to be looking to try to 3-star something, I'm sure. But Joe existing in the lobby might be a problem for him in the meantime. So there is that.
Yeah, Joe has at least stabilized a little bit. I think he won 2 fights this stage. Like, I mean, obviously the Garen 2 is a big difference. And Ralphie finds another win. Philip loses, goes to 19 HP. Joe's going to take a win here. Franchise takes a loss. Keep in mind, Franchise, one of the other players that's in check. Ralphie and Franchise both sitting in the bot 4.
You can take a look at Franchise's board here too, actually.
Who's the other going long, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, other going long. Was angling Asol, was not able to hit the Leona 2. It's kind of just playing around the Seraphine.
Slamming going long.
Strongest spot. Yeah. Double econ here for Franchise. And then Philip also taking a loss. Guaranteed check regardless of the placement, but would like to secure some points in the event that it does go to game 6, and that's the final game. But does have a decent Shadow Isles board online with the Vanquisher emblem as well that he grabbed off Carousel earlier.
Yeah, I mean, Franchise is probably one of the better fights you can get, I imagine, at this point. But
for sure, yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like it should be enough here. I don't think the Seraphine's going to have enough. Okay, and Ralphie stays alive as well. So now Franchise could potentially go 8th. And again, we said this before, it's 6 games max, which means even though players like Philip just need 1 point and to get into check, and someone like Franchise is already in check, you still really want to make sure you have as many points, because the tournament could very well just end on game 6 with someone who's not in check winning the tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
Where did Appies land, by the way? Is he 9 yet? He is 9.
Appies is 9.
Itemizing, so he's holding for something here.
Fly for Ziggs here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then if we get the Ziggs unlock.
This is also kind of Appy's last call too, right? Because if Appy's not to really dive deep into these points, if Appy's gets first here, that's the only way that they're able to really get into check and have the wiggle room to try to go for mate. You could still see some finagling happening, but this is sort of the 8th place that we saw game 1 starting to haunt him.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, still Kaisa 1.
Place well. It pretty much means that next game is inconsequential for him in terms of actually being able to win the tournament. Still can gather some points and maybe make it back up. But once game 6 ticks, that'll be his last potential game to even win. So he would need a really strong placement here and a really strong placement next game in order to be able to potentially win.
Yeah, he's looking for at least a 6th here just to get to 10 points so that he's guaranteed to have the opportunity to get into check.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think if if you're really looking for like a 3rd or a 4th, just give yourself a little bit more wiggle room. Ralphie goes down to 1 HP.
Ralphie.
Franchise goes down to 3. It looks like the tournament's definitely not ending this game.
Yeah.
Franchise will be able to go 9 and play another 1-star unit.
And also to note too, like Philip also going down here is also like this definitely bad thing as well for at least that top 3. Just because the sooner that Philip goes down as that 3rd place player overall right now, it means there's more room for more players to enter into check and guarantee that we're not going to see game 6.
And just flips the point total, right? Like Bosso is streaking right now. He's in 4th place, 3 points below Ralphie and Franchise. Like then if Bosso finds a top 2, he's just he's the point leader going into the next game.
Invective has a pretty decent backline here. Lacking the front line for this Asol, but the backline
Swain 2 is holding up.
Make up for it.
Appy's still on
with
Kaisel 1.
Yeah. Kaisel 1. We have the Azir 2 here as well. Really, really strong with the shift.
Someone's dead. Ralphie's out. Is Franchise dead? Let's see. Yep, Franchise going to lose as well. Tournament continues.
We are going to a game 5.
And Joe is now streaking, by the way. He's really stabilized off the Garen 2.
And the thing that sucks too, or the thing that's good for Joe is he's denying Pocky's win condition.
True.
Right now, just by living. The double Garen 2 here means that Pocky isn't going to be able to actively make use of this dupe for a little while. Still very, very healthy despite that fact, and has a really strong board, all things considered, but no extra combat outside of what is present on the board due to just taking econ augments. So
also the I forgot that Bosso's board was this Piltover or the Bilgewater board. It's been holding up quite well. The reinforcement I think lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. He's even he's streaking into stage 5 too. I mean the TK is obviously like quite beefy at this point. You can see how much health he has. But man, I'm surprised to see Bilgewater doing as well as it is right now.
I've heard that some people still think that Bilgewater is pretty decent. Appy does take a 6th here, but a 6th is what Appy's needed to at least still have fighting chance. So
he's still in it.
That is a placement that he should be okay with at the very least. It's not the greatest, and it's not something that you really like to see as like it means that you must play for first next game. But there's a lot of people that will be playing for first. So
yeah, it's just you're playing 2 firsts in a row. That doesn't sound like too difficult a thing, can it? But independent, like to go back into the Bilgewater land with you really quick, it also kind of showcases how even when things are like nerfed or whatever, if you are able to find that uncontested line, if you are able to find just the right spot, you could still raise up that value, right? Like I strongly believe that anything you look at on TFT Academy or any of these stat sites is always going to be one rank higher than they say if you were playing it uncontested. Granted, that doesn't mean you can kind of go in, slam, let's see, I don't know, slam Lulu reroll, and all of a sudden it's all going to work out. Like, you're not going to be contested, but it's not going to go well. But there is still plenty of ways to go around with this, and Bilgewater, especially off the emblem, I feel like is one of those strong opportunities.
If the worst comp of the game is a 3% win rate, it still wins 3% of its games, right? So there's always a spot. The main things for the rest of this game, Pocky is looking for a 2nd to get into check. Joe is looking for a 4th to get into check. And I think Bosso is already guaranteed because he was able to get at least a 6th. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Bosso's guaranteed. Philip's guaranteed.
Wait, could it be 6 people It's possible to have 6 people in check next game, yeah. It could be everybody except for Invective and Appies.
Invective sitting on the ace-hole pair here. I'm very curious to see how this game or their game ends up going, but they're fighting Ghost of Boss or Boss.
Oh, wait, whoa.
So
Wait, that's
oh,
just Lissandra 3.
that's a
Lissandra 3. Joe
Lissandra
Bookmark just
3
needs to
for
survive.
Joe.
But he's got to win this
live
round.
I don't think
the
they do.
fight.
Oh no. No. Wait. Actually, I feel like oh, never mind, TK ate him. Dead. Wow.
Oh, no, Joe.
Oh,
That is
that's
so sad.
tragic. Sitting
That
on
is
a
so
Lissandra.
sad. And Joe's gonna go. Wait, he's gonna go
He's gonna
fourth
go
because of it.
fourth, and Invective does.
And fourth is actually wait. Fourth is enough,
Boss's board.
right? He just needed
Yeah,
5
yeah.
points.
So fourth is enough. Yeah, fourth is enough for Joe Booker to check. Pocky narrowly misses check.
17.
third.
No.
And then Bosso and Philip are going to be in check by a significant margin now as well, based on their point total. So, with Ralphie going 8th and Franchise going 7th, which means his game 5 is going to be a pretty dicey one.
Yeah.
Or half the lobby is going to be able to potentially end the tournament.
And Philip hanging on, by the way, is exactly what I was talking about, and probably directly the direct consequence of that is Pockygom not entering to check at this moment. Like, this is a big game changer here, as are these huge star levels coming in for Bossa. I don't know if it's going to be enough in the face of Philip's board.
I
Philip was,
definitely was not respecting the power of this. I mean, this definitely. I'm assuming this is more about the Nasus and Renekton, right? Or is this Callista unit actually just that insane?
I mean,
I feel like
Callista's
it's a
very
mix of
good,
things.
but it's a mixture, yeah, for sure. I mean, Thresh is a very, very strong unit. The Vanquisher emblem on Thresh helps stabilize you for a while. Getting the Shurima online is very good, obviously, but
Okay.
That's a
with
zero.
bunch of the ASOL players like not hitting and contesting each other on a lot of their units, it also means that Philip is kind of feasting on boards that aren't quite upgraded or aren't quite ideal because I mean it's a 3-way contest, it's bound to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also something to consider. And that means
Yeah, wait, who's
pretty,
eighth? Was Ralphie eighth or franchise?
so Ralphie was 8th, Franchise was 7th,
Seventh. Invective was fifth. Okay.
he was 5th.
Okay. Yeah, we got 5 players in check. Joe, Philip, Bosso, Ralphie, and franchise are all sitting in check right now, and we've got potentially this could be the last game of the tournament. We got a maximum of 2 more though.
Mhm.
This is I mean, actually, I'm curious who has the most wins in the entire tournament right now. Who has the? Did anyone win 2 games yesterday? Philip and Bosso both won 2 games, and today they've each won 1 game. Okay. I do generally think, like even like I was saying at the beginning of the day, like, Philip is the player I would favor the most in this spot. I think he's the player that's most likely to go first out of anyone in Tri-State. I actually feel like most of our Tri-State players are not known for like super high first place rate. We have like a lot of weirdos, you know. We have like our Pockygoms and our bookmarks, our Joe bookmarks, and like if you count Appies as like honorary Tri-State, like all kind of the same there. It's all these players that are definitely not known for going first all the time, but instead for like building really cool boards to find their own way to top 4s. I don't know if where I'd really put Bosso. I think I would just kind of put him as like a highly volatile player generally. But obviously any of the players that are in this are capable of winning. So just comes down to who plays better. Do you want to stream the last game, Harmony, just so that? Oh yeah, you're already doing it. I don't want to take any chances. Harmony?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
sorry.
you're good.
I'm realizing that there's a few like boxes actually starting at 15 minutes, and there's something I need to like make sure I settle ahead of that.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Are you able to
I'll
keep
have the
stream on?
up, but yeah, but I'm gonna be messing with spreadsheet and stuff.
No, you're good. You're good. No problem at all. Okay. TK. Gold subscription.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean,
Nothing too crazy.
It's not that bad. It's better than loot subscription, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Not as volatile as loot subscription. You could see some pretty big swings, I guess, in the amount of gold or whatever, but it's mostly just going to be a question of how well these players are able to press that to their advantage.
Also, I realized if Harmony has other stuff to do, it might be better if you are able to spectate. I don't know if you're able to.
I can give it a shot. Like I said, the fun thing about my experience in sharing League of Legends or TFT games is that doing so completely bricks my Discord, but I have a couple of alternatives in mind. Let me give it a shot.
Okay. I could try it again. I'm just afraid of my computer exploding.
No, that's entirely valid.
It shouldn't take too long, but I just
Oh,
need to
okay.
quickly like compile.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Might take
Maybe
like-
just leave it on Philip for a little bit then, just since he's kind of the person we've talked about. You go to your things. We're good. I think this patch, the units you prioritize holding is actually changed a lot. Well, or maybe they've just like changed for different reasons. Like I think I've noticed a lot of people are like always holding Caitlyn now on the off chance that you end up with an Orianna spot. And obviously like there were people were holding Caitlyn's for like potential T-Hex stuff when that was strong, but the conditions in which you hold or like the spots that let you press the go button are just very different now than they were before.
It's also not even just, hey, I want to play Orianna here too, right? Like, it's nice to have that second long shot immediately, so even if you are just playing some kind of weird Kog'Maw variant alongside the Caitlyn, you're able to get that damage out early on and just start finding that stronger board in the early game. Heroic Grab Bag, by the way, that is a immediate sort of Leona too, so something I'd be worried about, and it seems like that's exactly what Philip's going to run for.
Yep, it makes sense.
Appy's my goat.
Appy's likes this guy. I think you like this guy, right?
Everybody likes this guy.
Yeah,
And he has a dupe.
he does have a dupe.
I mean, that's all well and good, but what's the Ionia of this game? Because if that's something like shared XP or gold,
It's gold.
okay, so gold isn't as bad as shared XP, but a lot of folks will be taking into Ionia in ways that might take away some of these Jinjiaos from Appies. So we'll have to really be careful about this. As well, the dupe is gonna help buoy it a little bit more. You're not gonna have to worry about it as much. I could still see a lot of ways that Appies can end up in Zahen jail.
Yeah, I mean, also the itemization is obviously a little bit weird there too, right? Where you're just itemizing your backline. How important do you guys think it is actually to have early Jinjiao items when you actually take the augment, or you think it's so broken that you can kind of just take it from whatever your backline or from whatever your items are, as long as you're strong on stage 2?
I personally think you kind of need to start going into those items early, just because you're already putting so much extra focus onto Jinzhao in the early game because of that way that the ability is modified. You want to try to see if you can find these ways to keep it going, maybe get that odd execute here and there. And if you're not doing that with items and you're not doing that with your traits trying to fit in Wardens or extra Ionians, or the Demacians, depending on how you're going to be playing it, you're going to end up down these weird paths where you're not really building up either of the parts that make this unit great, and the end result is everything falls apart because you're just sort of playing a jack of all trades sort of scenario.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big part, obviously, it's like you have to be strong on stage 2 because eventually you have to hit. This is something Appies was talking to me about the other day. It's like the cadence of the composition's a little weird because you have to hit, and then after you hit, you have to wait 5 rounds, right? So you need to slam early so that you're strong enough. You can't really greed things. You have to slam whatever it is going to give you tempo so that you can get gold from winning. You can try and streak. But then you also need to make sure that you hit at a cadence that lets you survive 5 rounds, right? So if you like go into stage 4 and you haven't hit, you're just kind of dead. So it is a little interesting. I think it explains why you're kind of in a spot where he's just like slamming the Sojin, because Sona 2 is absolutely nasty, right?
That's why I unlocked Poppy.
Oh.
Before I clicked it.
Oh, he actually slammed so that he could unlock Poppy, because he slammed.
Stage 1.
Oh, that's big too. Yeah.
And he slammed before he saw the augment. And you already had one Zhao?
I had 1, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Or no, it gives you 2. I had 4 Sonas.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay,
And
that
Baby Nico is what I took it.
and then baby Nico.
I mean, that certainly all works together pretty well.
I mean, I imagine that he probably would have preferred to have the open sword, but I think it's still fine. I mean, obviously, and I think all that really matters is that you're streaking through stage 2, and then you get reasonable drops from Krugs, and you're chilling.
Yeah, pretty much. Like stage 2 is gonna feel a little bit awkward, but kind of like you were talking about, this is weird. You need to hit, but then you need to stay alive after you've hit. Obviously, you would rather not waste HP in the stage 2 just to make sure you have as much later when you're sort of waiting and holding on for Zehen to appear. But at the same time, too, as long as you're able to find a good component off Carousel, which Belt I feel like is a pretty good one for Zehen, you're able to kind of work your way on through as you get deeper and deeper in, provided Krugs aren't, abysmal.
Bosso, I want to call out, was also running heroic grab bag and hit the Leona. Right, so
yeah,
he and Philip are both angling toward the Acel, and Bosso was able to find the Leona earlier.
Yep, but again, I think if anything, this just means that if you were not named Philip and if you were not named Bosso, you're kind of just kicking yourself a little bit, because, like we were saying, this is the game where it would have been time to say, okay, I hold on to Leona if I see folks contesting. If folks were able to find that heroic grab bag, that option doesn't really exist anymore, because yes, it is still a pain to find that one Leona, and if everyone else has them out of the pool, it can get more difficult. You have all the other options that you can kind of get there in the first place, so it's not nearly as much of a headache as you kind of imagine.
Ralphie's playing the Viego, the Ruin King, and is sub 20 gold right now, or was at the end of last round. I think, and he's 8 Viego, so I think he just is suffering from success. Hit so much that he's just not making any interest. The problem is, like, sometimes you're just trapped and in jail with that last copy never coming through, and now you have no gold to even like make up the difference to freely roll. But he's probably chilling. Surely Viego comes soon. Ishtal,
I think
+1 from Joe Bookmark as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think you just randomly hit that final Viego. It's one of those units that, because it's so uncontested, that you're just going to randomly find it as a 1-drop eventually. So I'm not too nervous. I also cannot wait for this to be clipped at some point later when we're at stage 4 and there's still only 8 Viegos. But like I said, plenty of ways to sort of approach, plenty of ways to think. The thing that I'm kind of trying to scout through here right now is how much do we have to worry about the Jinjiao that we were kind of talking about, because I already see that Invective and Joe Bookmark, excuse me. I think I saw Invective and I saw one other person looking at Demacia.
Yeah.
No, it's just Invective and Appies, excuse me. So not as scary as Afraida, but again, anything that sort of takes these Jinjiaos away from Appies, when, again, like we said, they need the first, then they need another first on top of that, it becomes more and more dangerous.
Oh, geez.
Especially when you have the likes of Franchise also win streaking alongside them into the Grug round.
So we don't get any components for Xin Zhao, but we do get a really good third Zona item, and obviously holding the 6 Zonas is really nice.
And getting that much gold is nice too. That just accelerates their tempo to the point where now Abby's in the perfect place to hit all of those Jinjiaos too.
Just 2 off. So the Brahm's a really nice hit. You could probably chill here, I imagine. I wonder if Invective is just going to send it here to try and hit Zona 3. Okay, looks like she rolled pretty deep, but yeah, went to 30. Ends up just going to 5.
Yeah, I
And
think
both-
finding
both-
the Jarvan's also pretty solid here.
For sure, for sure. Items on Appy's board look so much better though than
Yeah.
than this. This is a pretty interesting variation though from on Appy side actually, right? Like playing like the Sona 3 with the Jinzhou. So it does help stabilize him so much easier than if he's playing just around like this solo carry. I mean, this is like a quintessential TFT problem, which is like when you're playing around 2-star melee bruisers, the difference between that unit being a 2-star and a 3-star is always gigantic. And they did, they built around that a little bit with the role change. But when you have a 3-star backliner and a 2-star frontliner, it's way easier to win on stage 2 without having to cheese like a wrap or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
on top
nice.
of that,
Team
too,
building
like-
is so smart.
oh
Oh,
my
it's so good.
goodness. Yeah, no, I had a few other points to kind of make about how, we're starting to see more and more players going for and try to go down that Demacia angle over Ionia because it's just more consistent. You have to worry about XYZ specific thing. But no, that's just really good. We get even more dupes. It means once Appies find 6, they're guaranteed to hit that 3. The dupe, what? The recombab though for Philip. That is
Wait.
spicy.
Wait.
We can bump Leona into Lissandra.
So we
unlocked Diana.
we unlock Diana and then we
Recombab.
recombab out of it. Huh. That's pretty good.
Certainly interesting.
I mean, I guess
but
we're just
pretty good.
out of Ace Hole, then we're just playing Invokers now.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know if I love it.
Yeah,
After what Philip's other augments were.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. He's got some time. I don't know. This feels like, I imagine, I don't know what the win share of like Invoker stuff is, but I imagine it's not great.
I mean, the other thing I'll say too is that you've already unlocked the Leona at this point. You don't you already unlocked the Diana at this point. You don't really need a Leona too. It's very strong in the final comp, don't get me wrong, but you don't need it immediately to unlock the Ace Soul, so it doesn't really disrupt tempo as much as you'd expect. But it's certainly, I agree, like, Lissandra is giving an out, but if Philip's going for the win, I don't know if you're just satisfied with that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. We'll see how he pilots it. There's a lot of options. This is Joe's board, I think, on the other side. The Ishtal board.
Yeah, Joe's playing Ishtal. And they're
But I
going
don't
just
know,
for the basic bread and butter Ishtal, it looks like, too. Just field Ishtal for 13 combats. So as long as Joe stays alive, he's chilling, he gets his Brock, all that kind of stuff.
Joe Bookmark was the winner of the regular season. Maybe a player who is not given as much, he doesn't have as much notoriety as our TPC players. But I think the real ones do know that Joe is, as we talked about him being like the noob slayer, he is he's pretty good when he really puts his mind to it and shows up in tournament. It would be nice to see him have this dramatic ending of barely scraping into check and then he wins out in the last game.
Yeah, like Joe is, as you said, like a very strong player. And I agree. I feel like you don't really see a lot of conversations about him outside of our little tri-state circles. And the same way, like, again, as you said, TPC is where you really start seeing some of these players shine. But as you said, Joe is just, they're just Joe Bookmark. Like, what else am I supposed to kind of say? That is the most in-depth analysis that I can kind of give.
Can we
He's
see
a force of nature, and everyone else is going to feel it.
Can we see where Appies is right now on his road to Xinzhou? Oh, wow.
He's one
Pretty
off.
damn close.
Oh, and he's one off Sona. Wait.
Also one off Sona as well.
So he actually yeah. I mean, he does have it with team building, but you would much rather just hit, right?
No, if you can hit early, because the earlier you hit, the earlier you unlock
Yeah.
Bahan.
Yeah, for sure. Does he make it? He does.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he beats,
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then
I
he
mean,
has Garen in shop too.
this spot is looking very good now.
Yeah.
Appies' spot is the only problem.
I mean,
with
it's
Appies' spot
items.
Is that he has no items for
Yep.
his
How now?
Also, like,
Go for it.
if I was to say really quickly, like being able to get the Sona fully itemized here, I'm actually really in love with, right? Because I was talking earlier about how you need to make sure that you're able to support the Xinjiao in order to develop into the Zahan. And granted, we still don't have those kind of animations. We also have the beginnings of the traits as well. But because we have Sona coming in, giving a lot of healing, keeping the Xinjiao alive, and just serving that role as that tank that he is going to be for the next couple rounds, it's okay that we don't have it just yet because we're going to hopefully, knock on wood, hit all of these Zahan items on this Wolf round coming up.
Yep. I mean, we've taken a lot of AP stuff out of our pool. We've taken a lot of it out. So I don't think we're getting any more rods. The only thing is we did already slam a sword, so that's, you know, that is worth considering.
Yeah.
Ralphie,
Also, nice that we were
player
able to finally
check with,
settle on Ralphie again. They were able to get the Viego. Everything here looks pretty standard, and honestly, I love the armor combined with the wardens gives you a lot of nice resistances here. This is looking and feeling pretty solid to me.
Only thing is Viego is going to be targeted. We're not even breaking through, so yeah, I think we're probably, yeah, it looks like we're chilling here. It's close. It's actually close. There's still a lot of frontline left on Appy's board. Viego dies. The Archangel stacks come in. Wow, Appy's wins this. Oh my gosh, what?
Wow. It's a good
Okay,
Shadow
so
Isles
maybe-
loss for Ralphie, at least.
True, that's
Yeah,
true. Perfect Shadow Isles.
Like, no, like that's I'm kind of reevaluating a lot of Xinjiao stuff right now, just because this is doing far better than I would have expected without that kind of item prio. So we'll have to see just how things are going to be shifting around, and also how the rest of the lobby is looking to adapt. Pockygom, for example, they just hit a Yasuo free off the back of all these 2 costs being out of the pool. So again, more players are looking for different ways to adapt to the way this lobby's flowing. I don't like any of these items though that are coming in for Ralphie. Like, you have great defensive options here, but do you want that as much right now? Oh, that's
wow.
even worse.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's probably fine. Like, to just, like, at least for tempo, at least it gives you like a way to, you know, ensure that your Viego is doing a ton of damage at the very least.
Yeah. The awkward thing though is that, again, like, I'm not saying that,
double Titans.
oh no, it's makeshift okay, actually, I like the double Titans quite a bit here. I think this works out pretty good. Like, I'm not going to say, oh no, my makeshift armor, I don't want to build tank items. No, eventually the silver augment's going to fall off and you're going to want to do something for your main tank.
Yeah.
But you are kind of looking for 2 things right now. Obviously, these good Viego items, because you're playing the hero augment version, you're going to eventually get to the point where he's able to start jumping around, find these crazy KOs on backliners like that Sona that Appies is playing. But beyond that sort of 2, eventually you are going to need to hit this point where, crap, I need fresh for support. Crap, I need a little bit of extra help from this Callista. And none of these items really do that.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't get you any closer to building your Callista stuff. You're right, for sure. Also, Appy's still streaking, so now he'll have his second dupe, I think. So that should be Sona 3 coming in, if you didn't already have it.
Yeah, I think reinforcements pretty spicy here, honestly. Like, it's only really would be for the Braum, I think, at this point, but I'm not opposed to it. I look at malicious monetization, though, like the Green Goblin Mask. I think it's too risky here, but it's a fun click.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
The GS augment comes through. So yeah, Philip did make his way back into Asol. Okay. I mean, now his board looks pretty good, actually, now. Wait, what?
Yeah, like I said, like, obviously losing your Leona 2 hurts, but you have so many other strong options here, and on top of that, the Shyvana now, especially with the aura changes that we were talking about the other day, all these things are working together to really get things stacking, really get things going, and while this Morello's is more of a temporary measure on the Asol, it should be enough just to really get the ball rolling and start the stacking. Also, I think this is when Zahen transforms, too.
Oh, is it this round? After this one? Wow. No. I think it's one
round.
more. I think he might have one more. I think it was 5 rounds, right?
It's 5, and Wolf round counts. It might be next round.
Yeah, I think it is the next one. Nope, you're right.
Never.
Oh my
never
goodness!
doubt.
Wait, look at the items. He grab bagged into it. He grab bagged.
That's crazy.
Okay,
Appies.
so I've sworn twice on your stream, Gangly, and I am so sorry, but this is one of those, my goodness, what's going on kind of scenarios. Just because we saw Appies go from no items to great items in the drop of a hat.
So good. I mean, and Appies, Invective, and Pockygom are the 3 players who can keep the tournament alive. I don't think we've seen Pocky too much. I can't remember off the top of my head what his spot was. But Appy's definitely looking like he's in a spot.
Your webcam's working out again, but yeah, no, this is looking insane. Like, Appy's being able to find this ahead now really should keep him stable for quite a while, and sort of brings back that conversation we were having before, which is this going to be enough, especially in the face of all the Aurelian Souls, for Appies to be able to try to go for the back-to-back first? Because obviously we've seen Zehen quite a bit. I don't think we've seen Zehen in this meta, though, where all these dragons are running around, and we are truly looking to find the optimal Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I will say there's definitely an element of, like, even if the matchup is not great because you are like a melee carry, that we've talked about that a lot, being a melee carry into a really strong backliner. The nice thing is that Appies is so far ahead of tempo, right? Like he's even if for some reason he's not streaking through the rest of stage 4, he's so far ahead that he can just very casually coast to level 8. Make sure he finds his Garen 2, or maybe even just like skip level 8 depending on the lobby dynamic. I'm not exactly sure.
I mean, the only players that I'm really thinking about right now, as well alongside this, are Joe Bookmark and Philip. Philip, because we already saw the Aurelian Soul stacking, like 42 HP is a pretty good point to do so. But for Joe Bookmark, they're now a couple stage waves, maybe 2, from being able to hit that Ishtal cash out that gives him Brock. So all those things kind of together. No, I think it's in like 2 rounds.
It is.
Yeah,
it is 2 more. Okay, you're right.
So all those things together will be these things that can help turn the tables and give Appies a little bit more punishment. But for now, certainly, the rest of the stage 4, beginning of stage 5, this is Appies' playground.
Bosso is the other player that was angling towards Aurelian Soul. Did we see if he... Yeah, I don't know if he actually got there or not, though.
We can check after this round.
Yeah.
It does look like Joe's gonna take a loss here, though.
Yeah, Diana's able to... Yeah. I mean, I think Joe's okay with that, though, right? He's got one more loss in him. He'll still be 2 lives going to stage 5, so it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, let's see where Bosso, where he is.
It looks like he gets the... Oh yeah, he has it. So
does have it. No Tarek 2, no Loris 2, so his front line is extremely weak.
I will note too that
spot in the world.
You have the Jewel Gauntlet alongside the Augment as well.
Lotus.
So eventually you're gonna want to try to get out of that. I think not just to avoid the double crit and just try to go for more raw damage on a soul, but honestly, it works out. You're feeling pretty good here.
Yeah, I don't think it's the most high priority thing in the world right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're still missing tank items, so
yeah.
Damage is damage, and overcapped crit still gives you a crit damage. So.
Oh right, this is what Pocky was playing. Yasuo, that's right. Oh my goodness, that wrap on the Oriana.
Oh my god, that wrap.
Wow.
Listen, Yasuo just wrapped and came home just in time in order to just follow up on the Yone ult. So that works out pretty good because. That's one of those situations that I've seen a little bit with the Blood Brothers synergy here, where Yasuo could get a good wrap like this, but then Yone says, hey, come back over here, you need to hit everyone affected by my ult, and he just yoinks away the same way that Fizz would, so it's nice to see it sort of work out effectively, but now's the time, I think, for Joe Bookmark to hit something like that Brock here, so we'll have to see if they want to try to go for the cash out on top of it, or, oh, yeah, it looks like they have to. Don't see what it was, though.
Looks like it was fawn item.
Yeah. Almost called it a force of nature in full. Goodness.
Oh, we're all old, aren't we?
Tacticians.
The shield. Yeah, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, there we go. My gosh.
And now it's just a matter of, honestly, Hajj, that looks pretty good for Joe.
Yeah.
4 seconds here, find something else.
I'm very down. And I would reforge, yeah. That reforged here.
There's the reforge.
Oh wait,
Well,
that's
that's good.
incredible.
I'm
You
down
can-
for like QSS.
I'm so down for QSS. I have exactly 1 player health.
Actually, is QSS even good? Though it gives you
Uh,
crit,
Oh wait,
but
you're
already
I
CC
forgot
immune,
you're
so it
already
might have just
CC
been
immune.
IE. Might have
Just
been double IE.
just double
honestly,
IE?
for damage.
Maybe, yeah.
I could see it. Well, remember, it's
You
attack
get
speed
attack
now, too,
speed,
right? It
yeah.
has that same ramping.
It is
same
attack
effect.
speed, but I don't think the attack speed is nearly as valuable as just extra damage on this guy.
Sure.
Like after the first cast, if most of the board isn't dead, if you don't have Brock 2, the likelihood that you actually make it to a second cast is really low.
That's a fair
So
point.
I mean, yeah. The base AD is still pretty big though. Like your autos are
Yeah.
nasty. Yeah.
that's true.
You might be right. You might be right, but I think QSS is fine. I don't think it's like a misplay one way or the other. I think they're both pretty reasonable options. Okay, and looks like Invective is dead here.
Yeah, that's a really
1
unfortunate-
HP,
Oh,
1
not
HP,
yet,
1
not
HP.
yet. Living on 1 HP, but I don't know if Invective really has a spot to make it out at this point, and that kind of means that Invective can't win the tournament at this point. But if
Yeah.
Invective does win a few more fights and makes it to 18 points, that would
Think
be
Fourth, top
kind of a
4.
miracle. I think
Yeah.
4th is what's necessary. Yeah.
Oof.
So
Yeah, I mean, it
and
might just
Ralphie
be
from this spot. Great either.
it might just be up to Appies and Pockygom to keep the tournament going. Although I feel like both their spots look pretty good for
Oh, they're
for,
very, very strong.
for being able to win out. It's just a question I think of how like if Philip is able to reach critical mass. It's a big part of it.
Mhm.
Also,
He's definitely
franchise.
Full squad after this.
We haven't really talked about franchise at all. I don't. What was his spot?
He had took spreading roots into something.
Oh, this is him. Yeah. Okay. I see.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean he's looking healthy, but
got Yordle.
Oh, this is this
Something
more.
about-
This is this bleh. This is this Lissandra plus Seraphine comp that I've seen quite a bit of chatter about. I know Pockygom was talking quite a bit about it too. Like nothing is too crazy here. I think the itemization is looking pretty solid, and hopefully Ornn is able to print a strong artifact in the next 2 turns. But
I mean, yeah, this Ornn 2 at 66 HP. Franchise is looking very good.
Yeah.
enjoy your 2 bonus gold augments franchise.
Looking
Right.
at Philip's board, he does have a potential to win this, but I don't think his board is all that good yet. He should win this matchup, I think, though. Actually,
I
maybe
don't
not
know.
say should.
I mean, this Ori 3 is still doing a lot, right? So as long as the Brock
It is,
casts
but-
once, he'll do a lot of damage, or he might be able to just clear. Oh, the
Oh,
Brock
he
is on the
went
Ace hole.
Not to the ace
Whoa!
Oh, that's
Brock's
a big,
angry.
big deal.
Oh wait, is he
a
dead?
really
Is
big deal.
Philip might be dead?
I think so.
17?
This is a huge hit.
It's perfect
Yeah.
lethal.
Philip is
No
dead.
way. Oh, and
And then
franchise
Bosso.
loses.
Bosso is dead too.
Wait. Who did franchise
Wait.
lose to?
Looks like
To
franchise
To
lost
Ralphie. Oh,
Wow.
to Viego.
So
Okay. So 5 players left. 2 of them, Appies and Pocky, can keep the tournament going. Franchise Joe and
three of
Ralphie
them can
ended
end the
here.
game.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Appy's still streaking 88 HP.
Yeah, and again, this is actually also really good for Appies too, right? Because one of these big ASOL threats just completely nipped in the bud now. The other, I think, is there one more ASOL?
I know. I think they're all gone. They're all gone. Cause
Yeah.
Joe finds Nidalee too. Could be something. Franchise's board looks so good. Has he printed another Ornn item? No, just the one.
No, it's next round.
Okay.
It's just looking scarier and scarier, honestly. Like, there's so much kind of happening on that board, and it's a little bit off the back of the emblems, but not too much. But even these little adaptations that they're making, like being able to throw in the Koboko and Yumi to get Bruiser and Yordle in on top of the on top of the Volibear. Maybe even a world where you try to do some other kind of shenanigans with Invoker, but that's too crazy. Wait a minute.
I think that. I mean, the Oriana's
think
putting in
Joe
so much work.
Oriana comes up, yeah.
Okay, Ralphie is
Yeah,
dead.
it should-
Franchise takes a hit. Pocky loses, Appies is still streaking.
50% chance we keep going.
That's
and also,
right.
Appies, look at that, another Garen on the bench.
Is it? Oh, okay.
I think so. I think that's 6 Garens for Appies, no?
That's 6? Oh, it is
yeah.
6. He's doing it again. He hit Garen 3 once this tournament. Can he do it again?
Yeah.
The Garen Whisperer.
Doesn't look like anyone is holding right now either.
I mean, if you're Pocky, you better not be holding.
Yeah.
Pocky doesn't. I think Pocky is very, very okay with Appies winning. Especially because I think he just took a loss.
I think Appies is in prime position to actually win here.
Yeah.
But
furthermore, like, Joe Bookmark is too far away to try to press the E key on Appy's computer, so this is
exactly.
looking pretty favorable.
His secret tech won't work this time.
Well, technically, I think it was Appy's who was trying to press E on
Appy's was trying to sell Joe's board. That's what it was. Yeah, it was the other way around.
That's actually wow. That's a land tech for sure.
Yeah,
noted.
Oh,
accidentally like tossed something on someone's keyboard. They like use a bunch of rerolls.
Well, we talked about. Well, first of all, I think we talked about it on stream, and we ended up on this idea that it is morally and ethically responsible to press E on your competitor's keyboard. There's another Garen. Furthermore, we carry that into the Riftbound side event as well, where, you know, Joe wasn't approaching that too enthusiastically just because he hadn't played Riftbound before, and we agreed it would also be morally ethical and correct for him to just, you know, slide a legendary card off the table or two. You know, like, that's not out of mind. Don't worry about it.
Appies did win that last one, but it didn't look like it was an unwinnable fight for franchise by any means. He has so much backline damage that, like, if you can target the Zahen and just get enough of it done, because obviously the problem is, like, the longer the fight goes on, you still have this Sona 3 in the backline that's scaling up. Oh, Shyvana 2 found. We're also 1 turn away, I think, from an Orin artifact coming in for Appies. And 2 Garen's away. Is he gonna have a second Zahen too?
Oh, goodness, I hope so. Really quickly, we also saw that the artifact came in for franchise as well, and that was a rapid fire here. That's gonna go on Bullet Bear. Nothing too groundbreaking there.
Pocky's board. I mean, Pocky's kind of hit the board that I think he's going to end the game on. So I don't know if he's getting much stronger from here. So if it's not enough to be franchised now, it might just be the end of it for Pocky. See Joe against Appies.
Switch back to that quick.
Zahen's still alive. The Sona is still ramping up. And the Orianna is about to die here. Yeah, okay. Appies continuing the win streak. 88 HP. Joe Bookmark is dead. Pockygom on his last life.
It really is up to franchise to close it out now, but like we were talking about, Appies just has so much going for him right now.
Oh, did Appies get his
debuff finally worn off?
Did he get an artifact? Or I guess it's next turn. I thought for sure it was this one. I guess not though. He is rolling though. Trying to find the Garen 3 before it's just the heads up between him and franchise.
Mm-hmm.
No Garen's being held though.
If fights Ghost, Appies is fighting Pocky here for potential last life for Pocky.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how significantly the fight is skewed though, but
yeah, I mean Zahen's getting hit. He's taking a lot of damage. Starting to heal back up though. Oh, everything is dead. Yeah. Okay. I think Pocky might be alive though. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
1 HP. This is getting close.
It does look like Appies is gonna take it.
Yeah, franchise loses to his ghost. Okay. This surely has to be Appies' game here. All right, this is the artifact.
Here.
Oh, that's a pretty good one. What? I guess you just take off BT.
I think so too.
It's probably swap BT. Oh. Galio too.
Oh, it's just lock. Yeah. We're not in a rush.
Actually, we don't even necessarily need to. We'll probably win the fight.
Yeah, but
yeah. Otherwise, yep.
You can also do the fun thing and sell Galio and roll those last 4 gold, Bucko.
BT Galio is really good here too, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep, there it is. And then
The only thing that you lose moving from the BT to the artifact here is that you no longer gain the shield from the BT, but you have so much more effective health that Zen really doesn't care.
I mean, Zion he actually can't break through.
Yeah, he couldn't kill.
Frontline is so big there. Okay, Pocky also hangs on. Is there ever a world where franchise brings this back? I mean, we're one off Garen 3, right? And we're one off Galio. Oh, we have Galio 2, actually, because it was locked.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm a little bit more hesitant,
wow.
right? Because Appy says 72 HP to mess around and try to find this Garen, right? Like, to me, I don't see... Just, like, the only thing that can happen here is that franchise just finds one in a shop and is able to contest.
Well, let's see.
For franchise, though, is holding Garen's also mean, like, unless he's confident that he wins fights, holding Garen's means that he gets delayed on funding this volley too, which I think is a very, very massive upgrade for his board.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you find neither, it doesn't matter too much, I suppose. So now we're just seeing a few last-minute shifts here, there, and everywhere.
Pocky gave up the TG to get a Sterex there on the carousel.
Curious what this item stall is. Oh, I think Pocky's trying to was trying to see if they would go into Appies and try to give Appies the win, perhaps.
I think he just wanted to focus on positioning, and it was just an order of operations thing. It was like get everything positioned first and then figure it out after. But yeah, maybe it's a ghost thing for Appies.
Let's see. Appies is gonna win. Pocky is not gonna have enough.
Okay.
This does mean more 4 costs go in the pool, so it will be slightly harder for Appies to try to find that final Garen, but...
Look here. Let's see if he ends up hitting it.
Franchise has also hit another Orin artifact since the last time he played Appies. And he lost the last one, so it is only going to get a little harder.
Appies
so
did
close.
Hit the Galio 2 here, though, so...
Yeah, that might make the difference.
Increases all around the board.
Before we saw Appy's board just get stuck on the front line. I don't think he had Zillion on his board last time, though, did he?
No, this is new. He just put it in this round.
Yeah. So the Zillion will be a big change if both sides of this fight go very long. Obviously, the Zillion helps you get through, and it's on the Braum on the other side as the first tick.
Yeah, this is a brilliant adaptation from Appies here because, again, like, Zahen is usually able to go for those executes. Like
everything is dead. It doesn't matter.
Now it just doesn't matter.
All right, let's see. Make sure it just does finish off. Yeah, okay, it's in the back line now. Seraphine's dead. Appy's is going to take the win. And the tournament continues on. He's got to pee.
I didn't want to get up until you saw it, so it would look like the tournament was over.
Ah, yes. Okay, watch your head. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Everything in my house is so low to the ground. I'm terrified of him hitting his head because he's a giant. If anyone doesn't know, Appy's is just... He's like 7'3". Okay.
I don't look up to many people, but Appies is one of the people I definitely look up to.
All right.
I'm probably gonna have to head out here, so
that's fine. Do you have scores actually? No one reported that. I should have written it down while we were doing it.
Appy should have it on his computer, maybe.
Oh, actually. Nope.
Nope.
Cool guy Dom. Tony Stark did it in a cave of a box of scraps. Appy's in Gangly's dungeon with a trackpad. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'll be actually right back myself. I see if I need to do anything cooking wise.
I'll just check wall chest. I'll get it from there. It's on live. Appies. Okay, so it was Appies, and then Pocky was third. Bookmark, Joe was fourth. Invective was eighth. Philip, let me also run ads real quick. Philip was sixth. Bosso was seventh, and Ralphie was fifth. Okay.
You can win games on trackpad.
You can win games on trackpad.
All you need to do is hit Soda 3 in Zahen for free.
Yep. And that'll do it. That's all it takes. Can you guys not start yet? Actually, can you wait like one? Give me like 2 minutes. We actually need to wait for. I need to see if anyone else is hopping in real quick. Okay, I will be right back. Appies.
We have a watch party upstairs.
There's a watch party.
Yeah.
You want to hold down the co-stream real quick?
Yeah, I got you. Tapping out or tagging out, not tapping out. Oh. Hello. Oh, wait 1 second. I need to put the headphones on. Where is this? Oh, there's his OBS. Okay. Hello. Oh, I don't. Is this working? Maybe everyone's gone. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm heading out though.
Oh, okay.
Probably because I need to go do something else. But
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, what I didn't realize is that, so like, in theory, playing on trackpad's not that bad, but the problem is when you don't play on trackpad, and then you try playing on trackpad, is what I've found. That gets really hard. Like the problem is, I can't even think about the game because I'm too busy trying to figure out how to like not get my finger stuck to the pad. But we did squeak in. We did squeak into to checkmate, so. Wouldn't that be funny? Have like the least points in the tournament and just win anyways. We love checkmate. Yeah, it's just tough because I'm like, I'm used to like a Windows trackpad where it's like I have like 2 buttons to click, but on a Mac one you just have to on the Mac one you have to like double click with your finger and like. It's just tap to click. There's no button. So I'm warming up, I guess. But yeah, it's been fun. Hope everyone's been enjoying the games. I mean, I'm glad we get a game 6. I'm glad we got a game 6. That game was so high roll. I just had to. Once I got team building, I was like, oh, it's Jover. Sounds good, Joe. Yeah, 7-person check is insane. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing is I've been moving with the right. Cause the problem is also I'm a lefty, so like the normal D roll and like E to sell and everything, I have to like use my right hand to move the mouse, which makes everything hard. So I have move bound to my right arrow key. I have roll bound to delete. And I can't. I don't know how to like hold a unit in scouts. Like that last round, I was just really hoping that the backline didn't move. Because I like couldn't scout at all while like being able to move a unit.
I am back. Sorry about that.
Hello. I'm holding down the fort for Nick for a minute.
Oh, Appies, hello there.
So I hear him coming down.
How you feeling?
Good. I'm glad I could potentially win, even though I probably shouldn't be able to. Oh, he's back. Okay.
You guys ready?
It sounds like you guys we're getting started.
Here we go. Hey. All right.
Turn around to the turnarounds.
So wait, Protroid, do you want me to try spectating?
If you could, because I would have to. The only way that I found that I could share my screen in LoL is if I share my entire screen, and that's a little bit finicky. But I can give it a shot.
Oh, wait 1 minute, just so I know. Because last time I tried spectating, my computer crashed.
No, yeah.
So I just want to make sure that League is
I
up.
I agree.
Oh no, I'm talking to Appies, not you. You're good.
Oh yeah. I'm doing what I kind of can. Appies in queue. What a way to end it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is a shame that Invective
Right,
is
we're
the
good.
only person who isn't in check right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a shame. But it is exciting that 7 of the 8 people will end it through check, and then if Invective does end it, it's important that to know that Franchise and Fill Up are the 2 players on top at the moment.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that as we go through. Abby's in
Nick,
champ
the whole
select.
lobby's mad at you for the go, don't go, don't go.
When did I say go? I never said go. I never say go. They can't be mad at me. All right, let's get in here. Let's try this.
Okay.
Hopefully it
I
all
can
works
give
this
it a
time.
shot.
It's
Okay,
probably
we'll
fine.
get it.
I think I'm just gonna share. Maybe I should share my screen just to be safe. Like share my whole screen with you.
Mhm. Yeah, let's take a look. See.
All right. So, game 6. Everybody but Invective in check, but if Invective wins, it goes down to points. Franchise and Philip have a 2-point lead over third place, which is Bosso, and then another gap is Joe Bookmark. So realistically, if Invective wins, it's probably only down to Philip, Bosso, or Franchise. There's a world where Joe could get over the hump if he goes. No, it's actually not possible. If Invective wins, the only people who can win the tournament are Franchise, Philip, and Bosso.
Yeah, like Joe just has, as you sort of said, there's too big of a gap kind of there with that 23 points. Where if Joe's able to get those 7 points, like yeah, it's just that's gonna be a tie. Doesn't work out. But here, pretty decent
Right.
start, I gotta say. Like the 2-component ambles is not as crazy prio as it was a patch ago when you had a few more crazy unlock conditions that kind of required more items. But here's just gonna be nice to have in order to, oh goodness, say it with me, guarantee the ASOL items that are gonna be coming through later.
Yeah. I wonder how many people are going to be leaning into the ASOL lottery, because that is the scary part about it, right? Obviously, ASOL gives you the highest chance of winning the game, but we of the 5 games that we've played today, ASOL has won 1 because every game is 3-way contested. So it's balanced by how many people are trying to force it.
It's like a prisoner's dilemma kind of thing almost.
Yeah,
where
no, it is. It
if
is. You're right.
everyone's going for it, you're not going to be able to hit it. So to me, it seems like the only ethical thing to do is to type "me a soul" in chat, and then from there force no one else to go it because they don't want to go contest it.
Okay. The angle from Joe Bookmark is be the first person to slam ASOL items. Pop both of his anvils
respect it.
already. Yeah, I think he's the only person. He's the only person in the lobby to pop both anvils. And he's posturing to the rest of the lobby. I already have a Caitlyn. I already have the Orianna unlocked. I've got my ASOL items. You're welcome to join me, but it's up to you. He's the first to make a move. And honestly, I think that it's like not even a meme or like jokey play. I actually think it's like a very high EV play because obviously the earlier you are posturing in the lobby, the more people who are going to be aware of what it is you're leaning toward. And it's not like leaning towards ASOL is going to be a surprise. I think everyone's expecting a lot of people to do it. But the faster you do it, the less it incentivizes other people to contest you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I think for the entirety of TFT's history, you've heard commentators talk about how you want to try to prioritize building quote-unquote spikier kind of items that force you to direction sooner, so that way you're able to get that power earlier, but also you're able to posture to everyone else and sort of begin that mind game where if you're now quickly doing that peruse to see, hey, what augments did everyone get, you see Joe Bookmark's already got this direction, all of a sudden it becomes a lot trickier, especially when Joe Bookmark also has the water axiom.
Yeah, the water axiom is so good too, just for having the raw combat power. Survivor coming in for Philip. Whoa. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, and so this is
That's
actually
spicy.
It brings me back to the last set championship where we actually saw someone prismatic Silver Destiny into Survivor. Generally speaking, this is not thought of as like a particularly strong augment, but it does open up 3-star 4 costs as a potential win condition, right? If you're able to save HP, and what is the number? I forget. Is it 3 or 4? 3. Yeah, 3 eliminated. Yeah, 3 players are eliminated. You get 100 gold. Yeah. I think that Philip is going to be looking for something where you can just find like a backdoor 3-star 4 cost. Appies with a delayed start. She's going to be playing high tempo. Figure it out later. Also, is playing delayed start and did not slam any items yet either. It's pretty interesting.
Also didn't get any interesting synergies kind of off here, but honestly, despite that lack of synergies, you have some of the best 1-cost drops that I think you could have asked for in this game. So that's pretty okay.
Spoils from Pocky with the LeBlanc unlocked already. Going to be a very strong board. An honor roll. Okay, honor roll. Okay, honor roll is an augment that I have heard so many people talk about how if this augment is played optimally, it is completely broken.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see what that looks like, right? It's like holding a bunch of pairs, having them on, and then you have to put them on your board with whatever you think is the highest chance of actually upgrading the next round, and then you have to like rotate them in and out, right? Like if you want to upgrade a unit, you have to put a different one cost in. I'm assuming that is how that would actually work, like what the best way to play it is. I know that people really believe that this thing is not fair or balanced in the slightest. Oh, and also it makes sense that you kind of like field the unit and then you buy it after the round starts so that it purchases on the next round. Oh,
Yeah,
and he's actually
this was the loudest
using
refrain.
his rolls to get Bard as well.
That's wise. I will say that definitely we should be making sure one of these Anivias doesn't end up on this final board. There we go. Throw in the Bard, throw in the Shen. Excellent. But yeah, you basically hit the nail on the head. Like, this is the thing that I think I heard the loudest refrain about when I was at OSNYC yesterday, where if you are able to find it, particularly at the initial 2-1 augment stage, you are able to play it in this way where you're able to cycle things through, find all this extra econ, and honestly make the silver augment feel prismatic at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because you're given so many free rolls in order to unlock things like the Bard. You're giving so many opportunities to find these options to go on through. And as we saw as you talked about, and we saw with that initial fight, we saw the Rumble 2. We saw it held onto for a brief second, so that way we triggered after that fight to grant you the rerolls. And now we're gonna have to see if Bosso is gonna be lucky enough to be able to hit any other 2 stars here and there. But this is gonna build up this really strong econ here.
And with the item slammed, it does look like he's just posturing into the ASOL. So being able to have all the free rerolls plus the Bard, yeah, like you're saying, it gives you a really strong position to be able to do the things you need. Wait, what is the?
Oh no, it's Invoker Emblem. So this is, like I was talking about earlier, one of 2 very strong emblem opportunities for the Aurelian Soul. Invokers just gets more and more AP every single cast. Plus, like we said, you're given Invoker, you're given all this incredible mana generation on this fret unit that isn't used to having any of these other kind of buffs. The other thing that I would like to call it, though, is that we actually did see a Leona on Bosso's bench for a second. I think it was sold. So I think that's because it was too expensive to hold on to, and instead we know that Bosso's going to get a ton of rolls through all this, so it's not as dangerous. But I gotta say, this is a huge shout to the rest of the lobby. Just to say, hey, Joe's not the only one angling for Aurelian. I am too.
Yeah. Joe able to do it from ahead is a really nice touch. We've seen most of the people who are playing around Aurelian Soul just kind of open into it. And it's risky, obviously, right? Like the best case scenario is that you can just play from ahead, you get everything perfect, natural, and then you end up on the highest cap comp position with like 100 HP. Most of the time, you just can't afford to do that. But Joe is actually looking like he's in a spot where, with the early Oriana, if he can get some upgrades in the next round or two, like he could very well 5-streak into a pretty reasonable stage 3. And I do want to do a quick check to see like how many people are actually angling toward potential Aurelian Soul right now. Probably not this, but this was one. No. 2.
2.
Maybe 3.
We'll
Probably
say no
not.
for now.
Yeah. 3 for sure.
3.
And maybe 4 if we're going Ishtal into it, right?
Yeah,
this is like a 4, maybe 5 way.
Yeah, exactly. Like depending on how we count, 3 to 5. So that seems pretty par for the course for this patch, and exactly why I think Mortog tweeted earlier an Aurelian Soul being scared by a little bee. So we'll have to see if this dominance kind of continues into this week. But this is certainly going to be still the flavor of this final lobby in this tournament, just because it's been so dominant all round.
Joe might get the 5-streak here without a single upgrade on his board. The LeBlanc doesn't actually get the cast off there, yeah. So even with the Anivia cast coming through, Joe and Invective are both going to be full streaking. Ralphie going all the way down to 68. I believe it's Patience plus his Ishtal was the buy 24 XP. So just making sure that he has some money, has some rolls. 24 XP. How much do we care about this one? I'm trying to think how this works. It's like the goal is obviously we're going 7, so we're going to be buying the 24 XP. We saw a handful of players both today and yesterday play around like the Ishtal into Aurelion Soul. It's just a very, very high variance way to play the line. Even when you have the Brock unlocked, we've seen both days actually. We saw that it's not enough to guarantee you a first place, even though both those units by themselves are quite insane. There's going to be a lot of people who are capping out super high. So yeah, this is a very risky game plan from Ralphie, but I think he just recognizes that at the end of the day, you just have to play what you think gives you the highest chance of going first, and the rest of the placements don't matter.
Top of that too, like this goes back to this. This goes back to this sort of core thesis of being able to play Aurelion Soul here, where the main economy you need is rerolls. You need to have a way in order to roll to find not only Leona 2, but that random the random Tarek. It's going to be even harder to find in a lot of these cases because he's just, a sought after unit, even to counter Aurelion Soul as well with that magic resist aura. So you need to have as many of these options, not just get to level 8 first, but to also have the opportunity to spend the most gold rolling, or just spend the most rolls in general in order to actually hit. So definitely why we're seeing folks spec into more of those econ options here. I'm just curious to see how the next round of augments are going to be able to continue that.
Yeah, and we saw in the game Ralphie played actually today where he was playing Prismatic Ticket, even having the rolls and a lot of econ, it doesn't guarantee you Leona 2. At the end of the day, when you play a very narrow line, you have to recognize and just accept that it's going to come with a large amount of variance. Like, it doesn't matter if your spot is good or not. If you don't hit Leona 2, you are accepting the fact that your game might just be doomed.
Oh, hold on, magical roll. Let's see.
Champions grew larger and gain health. I mean, that's pretty.
Makes you bigger.
That's pretty good when you are full streak and already have a bunch of upgrades on your board. Joe Bookmark finds. Oh, he finds Nico 2 and Zin's out. Oh, he rolled.
Yeah.
He rolled
to maintain this win streak, especially when you also have Invective continuing the streak too. So we got 2 streakers in this lobby.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Appy's rolling as well. Looks like, or just maybe just adjusting the board. Spot looks very hard to play for Appies. I'm not exactly sure what happened. But obviously you have the Draven too, so there's some snowball potential. Oh, he's actually able to sell up to 50. I mean, oh man, fighting Joe is so bad here. I just don't think we have the front line, even though we do have a lot of damage. There's just so much stall on Joe's team with both the Nico and the 90 caliber nets. I don't know if we're going to be getting another kill here. Okay. No, honestly, we're killing some stuff. It's not even that bad. I mean, it obviously sucks. It sucks to be on a board as strong as Appy's and losing. But if we can snowball, win the rest of our stage 3, like maybe there's a world where this does something.
I'll also quickly call out that Invective lost their streak while Joe has continued his. So
True.
That's going to be pretty scary. I always try to watch out for players who are able to maintain their streak into the stage 3 carousel, because that's when you start really running away with the lobby and forcing other players to play up to your tempo, as opposed to what you might expect in a regular normal game of TFT. So that is going to be a little bit terrifying to see. And honestly, I just want to watch more of this Bossoskills board here, where they're actually going much deeper into Bard than I would have expected for any kind of Aurelion Soul.
Well, no, he's out. He's out of ASOL completely. He's just playing the Bard Nico like Ishtal reroll, looks like, instead. See, he hasn't pumped anything into level 6. He's gonna be playing around the Bard 3. And I don't know exactly how high this caps out. I mean, I know that Nico 3 is a demon, and I know that Bard 3 can do some work, but I am a little concerned if him getting out of the ASOL line does mean that other people are going to have a much easier time hitting. I think this is the turn where... Oh, Ralphie already hit Leona too, so he just unlocked Diana. Is he going to... I imagine he'll level here and then just try and hit Tarek. 40 HP. If he can find Tarek right now, his spot looks so much better.
Yeah, this is around that cutoff where I feel like you really need to hit Aurelion Soul, or else you're just kind of fighting for scraps and trying to stabilize at the last minute. So that should help things out that tiny little bit. But there's also the worst case scenario, which is you level, you roll, and you fail. So very
Yep.
kind of nervous about that. Also looks like we're missing a few other of these Targon units to really be able to activate that ASOL out of the guarantee.
Yeah, let's watch this and see. I mean, he's got 13 rerolls. He's out of
You
Ishtal.
can probably roll on 7. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
ideal, but
No, I
you
think
have
it's
enough
fine.
rolls that the odds are okay.
I mean, we only need one Tarek, right? So
Yeah.
and we need
Surely.
but there's plenty of other stuff we can hit. Like if we find Diana 2, if we find some Seraphines, he is holding the Ari 2 as well for another angle. Okay, use all the free rerolls and doesn't seem to hit. I wonder if you're supposed to use any of your duplicators to like stabilize your front line, or I mean, it does look, since he's holding the Leona, like maybe he's just trying to play for a Leona 3 instead.
I could see it. However, with 40 HP, that feels really greedy to me. Where, yes, it means they're going to take more Leonas off the field with all the other folks that we talked about. They're looking to contest this, but I don't know. This feels like it can either go very, very well or very, very poorly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're buying, even if you're only buying 4 Leonas, you're still rolling and you're spending 12 gold that you could have used to find Tarek. So yeah, no, yeah, he sold. I think he sold it, right? He's out. Oh, Diana too. Yeah, he did sell. He sold the additional Leona, so I think he's probably just gonna hold this so that he can find his like Zoe 2, maybe upgrade Nico if he needs to.
Yeah, see what's needed.
Yeah, out of the Bard
I'm
as
kind of thinking of
well.
this, because you're running Patience, maybe you want to try doing a little bit more here, just because you're not going to be getting the free reroll off of this round anyway, but Econ is also so important going into Wolves, I'm not quite sure if that's even worth it.
Yeah, it's an interesting question, actually. You know, that generally speaking, when you have Patience of Virtue, once you buy one unit, you do want to roll then. But he already used all his free rerolls, so it's probably better to just not. Also, want to call out Franchise is the other ASOL player and did have a Tarek. That means Franchise at 77 HP is going to have an Aurelian Soul next turn.
Yeah,
This
that
is 5
the
Targon.
spot TM. You know, like
Oh.
that is exactly where you kind of want to be. It gives you enough time to really get the Aurelian Soul stacking. And by the way, that's heartbreaking for Joe, losing that win streak at the very last second before the creep round here.
Yep. You see I mean, everyone else who was just kind of like full econ into it feels like they have a much, much better spot. I mean, he can still play around the Invoker stuff if he just wants to get out of contesting ASOL. He's not locked into one specific line. Also want to call out Appies, despite having the Draven 2, lost the last 2 rounds of stage 3. It's really, really not what you want to see. Curious how much gold he's gotten, though. He's generated 9 gold, so he's got a lot of money. That is a plus, but at some point in time, we got to figure out how we're actually going to be capping out.
Well, that feels like what Harmony was kind of talking about earlier, right? Where Draven is really good in order to help you get to deeper levels, in order to find the kindred that's actually going to be really able to carry you through the very end, right? So Draven's doing a good job, just make sure the econ is up and allows Appies to make aggressive plays like leveling to 8 here. But again, we'll have to see how that sort of ends up at the end of the day. Bossos, though, hitting the Vi, hitting more interesting free costs.
Just 3,000 damage in 1 combat. Okay.
I don't know about that.
He did put all of his. He has
stuff
3
over,
items
yeah.
on Melio, so it should be pretty reasonable. I think that's fine.
Unless, of course, you have, I don't know, a Diana moving into the back line immediately. You know,
That is true.
A lot of things could happen.
Oh, the Diana is dead. So if Melio can cast, I mean, I think he did it. Yeah, he's fine.
it.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did 3,000. I mean, he's still very far from actually getting a cash, but 34 HP. Oof.
I think you got to kind of take something here, which really feels bad if since you pivoted into this variant where you are rerolling here, just because you're not really getting as much out of Ishtal as I think you would really like as the amount that you've invested into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see too many outs here either. Big grab bag is just a really nice standard option.
I love grab bag when you have multiple 3-star units. Obviously, 3-star units multiply quite a bit with items compared to 2-star units, so I think it's a good call.
Yeah, I also didn't realize that Bossos
He just
was on
takes the
90 gold,
cash.
so
Yep.
that's kind of insane. This should be enough to be able to get some of these final major free costs here.
He's looking for
Free stuff.
everything. So it makes sense. He takes the item augment, and then gets a TG also from his cash out, and now he can just send it to try and upgrade everything. Looking for Nico 3, looking for Melio 3, Oriana 3 is found, Kiana 3 is found. Is it enough to win out though? Even if you do hit, I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think it kind of hurts that you don't have a final item to go onto your Bard as well here, but everything is going to be in service of stacking up this Bard, and while I don't think it would be a win in any case, it would be a nice amount of points for Bossoskills either way.
Yeah, I mean, Bosso is in third place, like in total points, so if he's able to, even if he doesn't win, he's able to outscore Franchise and Phillip, and then Invective wins the game. There's still another out there. Able to find a very key win against Franchise, because if we don't win this fight after we just hit pretty much everything, obviously there is more to hit, but we've hit a lot of stuff on our board. I don't know if we're going to be hitting, I don't know if we're going to be winning many other rounds.
Yeah, Lobby is also starting to clamp down. Ooh, that's a very nice Bard roll. Lobby is beginning to clamp down a little bit too, where you still see like an extreme end sort of at the bottom with Bosso, but at the same time, everyone else is in like the 60s to 40s, right? So things are starting to tamp down a bit. And this is actually pretty interesting here, starting to go more towards the Freljord. Maybe, I don't want to say like I see Freljord and Quick Striker. Surely that means we're going to be playing Yunar, right? But like, there's more stuff kind of going on here.
Yeah, I mean, holding the Mbessa stuff, going portable forward and getting the Prowler's Claw, I imagine this sounds very good on Mbessa. I imagine this is just going to be playing, you might actually just be kind of stuck playing around this like Draven and Mbessa for a while, to be honest, if you're Appies.
Honestly,
yeah, it looks like a hard spot.
I was going to say, my brain immediately jumped to like a Volibear with Prowler's Claw, just because
Okay.
it sounds very terrifying to me. But again, like I said, it's just going to be a question of Appies has 51 HP. How are they going to be able to leverage that to actually get to those points, especially when they have all these other unlock conditions and actually didn't call out those Mbessas they are holding on their bench right now. Look at that.
Melio 3 is found for Bosso. Still 2 Nikos off, by the way, though. Wonder if this Orin is valuable to anyone here.
I think Nico's contested. I just
Wait,
forget where.
Nico, Bosso can take Zillion. I don't know if he cares about 4 Invoker. I know the trade itself is pretty low impact, but you have the +1. Like it has to be your next best in. With a board that you're playing right now, you have Oriana 3, Bard 3, and Melio 3, and Bard has the Invoker spat. I cannot think of a better next in.
I can see it too, just because, like, a lot of people meme about how 4 Invoker does nothing, and to be fair, I do agree. I don't think it does enough for being like what you'd expect it to be. However, at the same time too, it does mean that even if you have like an itemless unit here or there, you kind of have enough power from the invokers to really be able to be casting consistently here. And especially if you're trying to find a way to, say, for example, stay in the fight where, hey, you might want a little bit more experience, or you might want a little bit of chance to deal with some of these higher HP threats that Zillion can deal with. Those things kind of work together pretty nicely in your favor.
I mean, I agree. He doesn't have as much stall. Like, if this Vi 3 were a Nico 3, I do think it's a lot easier. But obviously, I mean, yeah, he'll get there. It's kind of an awkward spot where what do you think is more impactful, having this Nico 3 with and move the Vi items over, or going 7 and getting 4 Invoker in? And I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure what the answer is. Either way, losing this fight is actually pretty bad, especially because this is just against Lissandra 1, Seraphine 1. It's not even like close to where Joe is expecting to end up. Although, wow, Appy's cleared that board that he just fought. Looks like he suddenly has Swain 2, Braun 2, Sejuani 2, sitting on the Mbessa pair as well.
Yeah, this is looking pretty solid for Appy's kind of out of nowhere, because we were just talking about how there are a lot of sort of ramshackle pieces here that kind of work, kind of don't. That's going to be another one of those pieces that really does work and even opens us up to the potential Mbessa, which I don't think I see, honestly. Oh, it's going to be potential Mel. I don't see that here, though.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure either. I'm wondering if there's a world where you can ever actually get out of Draven here somehow. I just don't know if Draven 2 is going to be doing that much in a lot of these fights. It feels, oh man, it's such a hard spot. It feels like a very tricky game for Appies, and then up against Franchise. These Aurelian Soul players are going to be really hard for him to ever beat. Pockygom down to 20 HP. Yeah, we should check. I do want to see. Yeah, Pocky's going to take a hit here. let's see. My headphones just died.
Oh no.
Okay, let's see. Let's check our ASOLs now. We have got one at 79. 317 for franchise.
Was there one more I saw lower on this leaderboard, or no, I'm going crazy?
Oh, Pockies.
Oh yeah, right there, Pocky.
204. I mean, the 200 is a big one, getting the knock up.
Yeah, like we're already seeing players hit some of these initial ASOL thresholds that begin to really start shifting these fights at this 1-star level. So I don't want to like say that Pocky is saved, right? Like a ASOL 200 stacks is not a winning game make. It requires a lot of extra little help here and there, but certainly it's something that could be used to help stabilize, provided you're able to roll and find a few more heavy hitting frontliners, which isn't gonna happen.
Here we go. ASOL 2, one roll. It's coming.
Easy.
So I do
Sell
want to
board
see.
for ASOL 2. It's surely it will work.
He did just end up going 7. I just want to call that out. We should watch Pocky here, though. Let's see what the matchup here is going to be up against Philip, who is playing the Yunara. And remember, he's playing Survivor. Philip needs the 3 players below him right now to die. He's only at the Yunara pair. Isn't even at Yunara 2. So Aurelian Soul 1 is probably enough to win this.
Yeah, I gotta
Everything
say,
is just
like,
clumped up.
This is why Survivor always feels so weird to me, because even though it's just a silver augment, it still sucks to lose the silver augment at the end of the day here. And if you're not able to hit the power before that, like the Yunara 2, like you're just gonna take so much unnecessary damage, and that's gonna be really rough for Philip to come back from.
Yep.
I still see the vision though, right? Like, hey, everyone's going ASOL, everyone's holding hands. Maybe I could just stand above the cliff face and watch them all drown, but it's not going to be enough, it seems like, here.
Okay, so he does end up getting out of the Draven. This is a really well played game from Appies. It makes a lot of sense. This is like not the normal way that you see people getting into these like Mbessa Belveth lines. Instead of just playing super far from ahead, and is now trying to take advantage of all the players who, didn't hit their upgraded front line. I know he absolutely just destroyed Invective's previous board. You could see with no front line there, it just kind of runs through. Let's check back in with these two who are at the bottom, because it's important to see if Invective's able to turn it around and stop the lobby from being won by Checkmate itself.
Also was able to find the Nico free as well as level up in order to throw in the Zillion, so that should be helpful enough to be able to stall things out for this bar. But yeah, I'm not sure here. These dudes are
Tarek is dead. Oh, and Pocky's gonna go 8th there. Philip gonna take another hit. Look at this board from Appies. It is running through everybody who doesn't have a proper front line.
Yeah, this is...
Ralphie takes a hit and Invective
Philip, I
stays
think,
alive.
wishes Appies hit earlier, just because, again, like, Philip's augment choice only works if people are able to punish effectively. And honestly, like, we are starting to see that on some of these boards. Like, Invective, Rise 2, really, really good. Not as strong as it was a patch ago, but still will beat down boards that weren't able to properly hit as we get on through here. I don't think I've ever seen, actually, Warwick Yunara as a duo.
Does make sense. Obviously they share the innate synergy. We'll see.
True. It's just more that's I just see Warwick so rarely, I guess, that it's hard to sort of see. And
two of them, 2 dragons. Yunara
one
is
shreds, the other attacks.
I mean, it depends how long this Warwick's able to stay alive. Oh, the Diana's on him too. No, this looks like it's just over for Philip. I don't think he's going to be able to have the damage to get through this all. Yunara falls, Warwick falls, Philip falls in 7th place. We'll see. Invective takes another win, and Rise 2 online as well. Appy's going to take a loss there to Joe Bookmark's board. Doesn't feel like there's any clear runaway right now. You can see even by the streaks here. Nobody's on a 3 streak. There's a couple of boards that look like they really have the potential to go all the way. Even Invective's board, who with the Rise 2 has some upgraded stuff, lost to Appy's board just 2 rounds ago. Maybe it was before they got Rise though. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, but to me right now, like you're kind of saying, it feels like we're just watching so much Rochambeau play out right in front of our eyes, where all these players have these different sort of points to their comp that are able to pierce other opponents but can't quite cut through a few others. So it's going to take, I think, a round or two for us to really see the identity here. Bosso, though, could get bailed out by this quest
Oh.
here.
Do you
I don't
just
think they can afford to let it
do
go.
you just take it? Oh wow.
my
Okay,
goodness.
okay.
It's
He's just gonna go 8.
risky.
I mean, you can add, you can add Skarner or something. I guess I don't know what your next best in. Maybe like a
I mean,
yeah, Swain or something.
Yeah.
Wait, actually drops it back to 3 Invoker? No, he's just removing items.
no,
okay.
just moving the
Yeah, okay.
we have Aurelion Soul at home, so we'll have to see how
Sure
good
do.
Emilio is able to really get things going. But I like
This
these
is
last
Joe's
minute
board, right?
adaptations here from Bosso. I think it is.
There's
It's a
so much
huge
damage.
risk,
Oh
and
my
I don't think it's gonna
gosh.
pay off.
Wait, last cast from Emilio actually. Oh wait, the last cast from Emilio is just enough. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Okay, wait, let's see. Invective is gonna beat Franchise. This is Ralphie and Appies. It's the Diana versus the Mbessa. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Appies barely takes it over Ralphie. The HP is so close right now. Ralphie
Go
goes
back
down to 1
Bosso, we can see
HP.
the cash out.
He takes a cash
Sure,
out, gets
I was gonna say.
gold. He gets the Brock.
Oh.
Okay, he has Brock
That's a
in
really
now.
good reason to
Oh,
hold on to
Skarner
cash out there.
2. Just play 4 Ishtal. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, you don't really have great items for Brock though, except for this
You
Titan.
have the
so
Titans.
it-
I think you might need to sandwich him between. Yeah. You need to sandwich him between 2 things. You don't want him taking solo aggro there. If you can get 1 cast off, oh, it's gonna be really good into Appy's board. Appy doesn't have any sort of anti-CC. I don't know if he'll have a way to
Top of
kill the Brock before cast. No, it doesn't. The Mbessa gets hit.
Emilio and Bard being so far
Oof.
away from the 2 main threats of Appy's boards, I mean, there's nothing that Appy's can do. Appy's goes low, Ralphie goes down.
Ralphie is
and
gonna go
HP
down.
Continues lower.
And Invective is still in the game. So remember, if Invective wins the game, then it's just going to go to points.
She really does have a great opportunity to play spoiler here in a way that I don't think I kind of expected coming in here, because obviously Invective has had a rough couple of games leading into this match, but she still has had her moments and has been able to play very competitive TFT within those matches. It just feels like things are starting to line up in a way where she's actually able to breathe under the weight of all these ace holes. But I think we're starting to begin to see an alternate victory condition for Appy.
Yeah. Appy's looking for potential and best of 3. That would definitely. Oh, I imagine he's just gonna send it right now. Let's see.
You have to.
Holding Belveth as well. Oh, he's 2 off.
He sold. Oh, come on, I believe.
Belveth. Come on. Oh, he's 1 off. He's 1 off.
You
Oh
gotta downgrade
no.
something, I think, but it's risky.
Oh, he's rolling. He misses.
Do you? I think you full sell here. Like, this doesn't feel good at all.
Oh
but
man.
you lose
Oh, he found it,
either
but
way.
it's just.
Oh, second!
I don't think it's
I don't
enough.
think this is enough. But you still have 3 Noxus, you still have 2 Vanquisher. This is the best case scenario, I think, for this.
Oh wait.
Or
Does the
the
Axel die?
Mbessa.
Wait, does this actually win? Wait, what?
It does.
Wait, it actually wins. Wait a second. Can Appies win this?
Listen, Appy's actually played this really, really well. Actually even wins against Joe Bookmark with his ghost.
Oh,
Like,
Bosso
this
is dead?
Why this works. Oh my god!
Oh my. Okay. The thing is, Invective's board is disgusting. I don't think that the MS3 by itself is going to be enough. He needs to figure out how to get some real things on his board. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We don't have any money.
To be clear, like
I mean,
feel
we
like
could-
the thing I really
And we
wanna
need
highlight
Vanquisher
is
too.
that the roll down that we saw Appy's do was phenomenal in that he was able to preserve Noxus and Vanquisher in order to ensure that Mbessa still had a lot to go off of here.
I think it's.
It's
Oh,
still
wait.
gonna be risky. A little luck came in too, because as you said, they weren't gonna be able to beat Invective. Now it's just gonna be a question of if these little adaptations and all these random units that are kind of thrown in here are gonna be enough.
We need to be. I think we need to be on the weak side if we're Appies here. Oh, I think it might not matter.
Does it matter?
We'll find out. think it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It
I
looks
don't
like it doesn't
know.
matter. Joe Bookmark dies. Franchise in autumn. Franchise in autumn. Looks like Invective.
Oh my goodness.
Invective is gonna eliminate franchise. That means so basically what happens here is that it's between Appies and Invective.
tell you what happened.
Don't say a word. Don't say a
won't
word.
say a word.
If
Don't say a word.
Invective
Don't
wins
say
the
a
turn,
word.
if Invective beats Appies in this fight, then franchise wins the tournament. And if Appies wins the tournament. Invective cannot win. It only comes down to playing spoiler to allow franchise to win.
Does he do it?
Oh my goodness, this is absolutely insane.
Okay.
Like,
It's all about the resets. I mean, surely Mbessa has enough. I don't know if the Rise and the
You should pull up Twitch chat, by the way.
oh my
Good one.
goodness. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, we watch the Mbessa. I mean,
I don't know,
Mbessa,
man, it's kind of hard.
the Mbessa is about to get so many resets.
Oh,
it
Oh,
jumps on through
Prowlers.
so quick.
That's one. Look at the Rise. The Rise is on the Mbessa. It's in the back line. The Rise is dead. Everything is dead. From out of nowhere, Spicyappies wins the tournament. Are you kidding me? No way. What?
Okay, so Gangly,
Oh, good
talk
stuff.
about your problem with rigging your tournaments. Because
sometimes you just
first of all,
hit.
you made it into the invitational. Second of all, you made sure that the winner of this invitational overall is an interview distance immediately of you. And you gave him a trackpad for the narrative strength. What are you doing?
That
over there?
trackpad roll down though.
The trackpad roll down. Oh, check the MacBook this time. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay.
So wait, can I give my reasoning for
Yes,
that
yes,
game?
yeah, go for it.
So I am not better at playing ASOL than anyone. So I knew I couldn't play AP,
Yep.
and I knew that because everyone was playing AP, no one would play any frontline units, so no one would be on Slayers. So I figured the only way to win that game is if I 3-star Mbessa or Belveth.
And you did.
So I slammed Sterix and just played for one of those two.
So you were angling for the Belveth thing the whole time, right?
I wanted to play Belveth or
Okay.
Mbessa the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a little bit, I was like maybe playing Unara, and then I was like, it's contested. I know I need a 3-star something to win. The whole you have the high roll obviously to win that like a lot, and I
Yeah.
did. But I figured stuff would be uncontested, and that's why I played the line. Is that I was like, I'm not gonna be winning on anything besides the 3-star 4 cost because I don't know as much about all the stuff as everyone else. So I'm just going to play for some kind of AD opener, save HP, get as much gold on 8, and just send it.
Oh, so
on
you're saying
offside.
this was game plan from the
From
beginning.
2-1, yeah. From 2-1, this is the game plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's walk through the game a little bit.
Yeah, I figured that's the only way I win. So
So it's 2-1. You take delayed start. Also, first off, it's a very good augment for allowing you to play that way, right? Because it's like high
a lot of
tempo,
money.
you save HP, and it's a ton of money. It's literally
Yeah.
everything that sets you up for like playing on level 8 well.
oh, you gotta.
Oh, I
Messages,
see.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Sus winner and roommate. You're right. Stage. When did you hit Draven 2?
I had Draven 2. I Nico Draven 2 on 3-1.
Oh,
So
you
I-
Nico'd for it.
Just because I wanted 3 gold to turn for winning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes
because
sense.
again, the whole plan was just YOLO for a 3-star 4 cost, and if I hit, I probably win, and if I don't hit, I lose.
Now you Nico for Draven 2, and then you lose 3-2,
Yeah,
3-5.
I lost a few times still.
I don't remember if I think
I
you
got
won
like,
3-6.
the losses were fine though, because I was still getting a lot of kills, which is the thing. I farmed
Yeah.
like I think like 18 gold off Draven that game, which was the diff. So
What surprised me was how many of those fights on stage 4 you won on just Mbessa 1, Draven 2.
it's the Prowlers.
Just
Yeah,
Prowlers
I
did.
knew that. I took Prowlers because I knew that Prowlers and Bessa could beat every ASOL at 2-star, so that I could have time to 3-star. Because I beat every ASOL player on
See-
stage 4
so
with
you
Bessa
took-
too.
You took Prowlers knowing that the only way you're actually getting those resets though is by like swapping into their weak side, and you're doing that on trackpad.
Well, so I was just hoping they wouldn't notice, and they didn't respect it. They thought it was a free matchup. No one respected it. So I didn't. I think I maybe lost to 1 ASOL, but I won like 3 rounds versus ASOLs on Bessa 2. Belveth 1, I think, because I just knew that I took Prowlers because I knew I needed to be okay on stage 4.
You have to cheat the front line.
Yeah,
Like,
I had
it's
to cheat
your-
the
it's
front.
your
The only way I
to
could win,
cheat. Yeah,
like
yeah.
win fights to cheat the front line, and then I knew that if I hit with Prowler slot 2, I knew if I hit 3-star in Bessa, I'd win no matter what.
Yeah.
Because
Can we
Yeah.
talk about the roll down? That roll down of selling your board because
I used the delete key that whole time. By the way, it was
What do you
left
mean?
hand because I'm lefty, so I can't use D. Because I'd have to have like I have to
Okay.
like cross.
Okay, so you are
I'm
left
here,
hand on the
I'm
trackpad.
smacking the delete key,
which is reroll,
which is reroll.
and then you're And what are you selling with? E?
Selling with E.
So you're crossing.
So I'm like delete E, delete.
Oh,
E.
you're left hand. Okay,
yeah, so
okay.
I'm left-handing E.
You're playing piano on it.
Yeah, I basically was playing piano the whole time. And then I figured I have to full sell anyways, but I was like, okay, as long as I don't sell Swain 2, I'm pretty sure Swain 2 plus Jug, like Briar.
Yeah.
I figured if I have Vanquisher, Briar, and Swain, just those 4 units.
Oh, you weren't even like panic selling randomly.
No,
you
no,
knew
no.
what you
yeah,
had
I knew that. I knew
sell.
that with best of 3, if I had frontline, basically if I had 2 Jug and if I had 2 Vanquisher with Prowler's Claw, and Best would kill every board.
Right.
Because Prowler's Claws are so broken with that.
Okay.
Because you get 1 reset, you kill the entire board, right? So it was kind of just like a perfect storm. I was very lucky, obviously, like incredibly lucky. Because I was like, because I hit Prowler's Claw, I was allowed to win stage 4, and I was allowed to sell everything to hit in best of 3, and still be able to win fights on just 4 units.
That's crazy. Okay.
So,
Protroid, I have like lots of questions, so I want to make sure you have an opportunity to get in here too. Okay. So why don't you, if you have anything you want to ask Appies?
I think you're sort of covering the main thing that I was going to talk about here, where I love that roll down. I thought it was absolutely incredible, and
I loved it because I hit.
yeah, I mean, honestly, but I saw the vision. Like, you were so intentional about what you were selling, what you were keeping, how you were moving it on through. But I guess as you sort of demonstrated, we weren't really giving you enough credit because, as you said, it was on trackpad. You were playing the TFT piano as it was kind of going. So,
Someone pinged him,
too. Covered everything. I'm already terrified to what the next Invitational and the rest of the season is going to look like. So, you know what? Gangly, you got this. I got to go worry about a few other things and all the snow that's outside my house, I guess. So
that's right.
I'll let you to it. Close it out. And I'll see you guys at the next one.
All right. Thank you, Protroid, for coming in for the day.
Heck
all right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. No, that was incredibly low. Obviously, that was like it sounds like a little big brain, but it was just fully YOLO. Like that should not work. None of that should work. I think it was overall like a roughly poorly played game, but it was because I knew that I couldn't play a good game. I think.
I think that's a part of Checkmate though, is like leaning into the YOLO, right? It's like we had 4 players on 2-1. We had 4 players who were posturing towards ASOL. They didn't all end up in ASOL, but it was all players.
I figured it was gonna be 4 ASOL players. No matter what.
Yeah, for sure. So I think you kind of have to accept that's what it is. I want to talk about this tournament in the grand scheme of things for you, because we alluded to this earlier that this is your last event.
Yeah.
And yesterday, I hope you're fine with me talking about this. Yesterday, you kind of pulled back the curtain a little bit, saying that like the last couple of years you haven't really felt the same spark for TFT that you used to, but you felt. You had told me that you felt a little bit of that yesterday.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun yesterday. I think it's like part of the in-person energy, and also just it's been a while since I actually competed, because I was like set 10 regionals. 10. I think was the last time. Maybe I played in something.
You played in set 11, but it wasn't.
I didn't really like. Set 10 was the last time I was like really absorbed with TFT, and I think for a lot of reasons I won't get into that here, but this tournament I was just focusing on having fun, and you know I play weird TFT a lot. A lot of people think I play bad TFT, and like this game, you're probably right. I played bad TFT, but it worked. And I guess I just have a lot of different opinions on like what games should look like. Like my games yesterday, right? Like I had a bunch of weird like 3-cost reroll games that like people probably wouldn't tell you to do that. And I wouldn't tell you to do that, but like sometimes it just works because of how stuff goes, right? But a lot of this tournament for me was like, I'm just gonna enjoy competing. I'm not gonna worry about what anyone thinks. I'm just gonna play my game. I'm gonna play on trackpad. Yesterday I just went with that mindset, and it was super fun. Like Pocky and Joe were just hanging out with me the whole time. I was trying to sell Joe's units. It was just super fun, like super duper fun. And anyone who's watched my stream knows that I have not loved TFT in a while. But this weekend I loved TFT. I would say I had the trackpad because the first couple games were hard.
Oh yeah,
that was miserable.
I don't think people knew he was giga tilted.
I was so tilted.
Giga tilted.
Okay, I need to give context for this. So the first 2 games, the reason I played Trend is because on 2-1, I on stage 1, I started moving stuff around. I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm just gonna commit to something hard on 2-1 and just hope it works. Yeah. And then Charlotte Trindamere is like being strong on stage 3. Mm-hmm. So you roll on 3. So you roll on 3-2. Yeah. And so on 3-2, I accidentally pick up Nico as I'm trying to like move her, about 3 seconds into the round, and I cannot unclick that unit for the next 15 seconds. She's just flying around my board. flying around my board.
You're like, your hands are sticky. You're like,
And so I'm like, okay, well, I missed my roll timing. Like, I guess I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. And then I just died.
You just die.
I just died.
Yep.
I think Philip had like Ace Soul 2 on like 4-1 or something, and I just got, or 4, like in stage 4, like end of stage 4, and I just died. So that a lot of today was about not being as, I got very lucky when the last 2 games. The Zahen game was just super high roll, and then this game, or like crazy high roll from 2-1, and then this game was super high roll at the end.
So
but yeah, I was just getting past the tilt, because I actually, you know what it was? I went upstairs, and shout out to everyone watching from upstairs, Jess, Alyssa, Jovi, and Lena, because I went up there and they were all so happy watching, and it really reset my tilt.
yeah.
So
Yeah, they had the whole watch party. I wonder. I'm assuming they know the ending.
yeah, I think they're watching.
Okay,
so.
there's a 3-minute ad, so
We can just
well,
play some Riftbound while we wait.
I think this isn't a proper time for me to. You should open one pack on stream.
Oh
for
yeah, we
people.
can open a pack.
So,
yeah.
so for context, everybody, we don't have money. Riot gave us a ton of Riftbound product to hand out to people for this event. We ran a sealed bracket yesterday. I won mine. Sully did not win his, despite having significantly more experience than everyone else.
I went second, and Pocky's
God.
plays other games.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
It wasn't as bad as it seems.
I went undefeated
I got cooked,
in
though.
my,
Pocky
in my
destroyed me.
bracket. I'm just saying.
Pocky absolutely rocked
Yeah.
me.
So solely for winning, it's actually great because we're remote today. I actually have to mail everyone's winnings out, which is so annoying. But because Sully won, he gets all his prizing here because he's trapped here.
10 packs.
Because his flight got canceled. 12
Yeah.
packs.
Well, I opened 2 already.
You did. He got
I
his minimum
didn't hit.
prizing. Because
I had a watcher.
You hit a
That's a
watcher.
$20 card.
You get 2 packs minimum for going 8th. So Appies wanted an advance on his prizing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get 1 pack for you.
I'll hold it down.
Actually, I'll bring all 10 down so you can show them off, and then you
Okay.
you only open 1.
Sounds
I
good.
think Alyssa wants to see you open them.
Okay.
Yeah, you hold it.
I'll just
down.
hold it down, yeah.
You hold it down.
Whew. Yeah, I am so sorry to everyone else in that lobby for what happened there. That was undeserved. That's TFT, I guess, though. So, I'm gonna say mildly deserved because I had to play on a trackpad today. I'm gonna say mildly deserved. Yeah, it's it. I mean, yeah, checkmate gets really wonky. So sometimes you just high roll 2 games in a row and then you just get it. So it was really fun, though. I mean, GG's to everyone. I'm sure you don't want to say GG back after that, but GG's. Everyone except for Joe, because get diffed, Joe. You lost to someone with less points than you. How's that feel?
I got distracted and I only got 1. So here
That's
you
okay.
go.
All right.
Imagine there are 10 of these though.
All right, let's open a pack. I also did,
Also,
and
wait.
I basically did.
Shout out to.
Oh, yeah, we're matching.
We got our jerseys on. High roll radio, baby.
Represent.
The show might be dead, but the team never.
What if we
died.
just bring Hyrule Radio back for TFT?
Did-
Or for
Riftbound?
Riftbound.
No, we can't.
Okay.
Did Appies win the whole thing? He sure did.
I did.
He somehow did.
All right, here we go. Ready? Smoke screen. Stand United. Name every card that you've lost to, by the way. I'll name every card that I've lost. Oh, Cleave I've lost to a lot.
Yep.
Lecturing Yordle, technically it's in Kaisa, so I've kind of lost to it.
Yep.
No one's lost to Confront.
Nope.
not a single person has lost to that card.
Sneaky deckhand. Oh, I lost
I'm-
to it when I was playing a wide set and you played an aggro deck against me.
I don't know if that. No one plays that either. Void Seeker.
Too.
It's a Kaisa card occasionally. This card's good. People need to play that more in Kaisa.
Discipline. I
I
get to
think.
name that one because I've lost to that one a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta refocus it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Battlefield Alter to Unity. No one's ever lost to that one. That one says you have to have 7 units. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. That's a different one. People maybe lost to that one in Victor.
Oh, I
Foil
thought-
Disintegrate.
Oh wait. Here we
Whoa.
go.
Tide Turner. It's not a 1 rare pack. Is it a 3 rare actually? No. Oh, Yasuo's cool. I like Yasuo.
Good.
And a
hit.
Sprite. Woo!
All right.
There we go.
I think that's probably gonna do it. I want to give you a chance to say any parting words because you said on your stream this is your last set of streaming in the same way that you have at least because
Yep.
you are entering the workforce. So with this being your last event, you winning, having this comeback, and I think also like it's kind of poetic that you won the last time you won an event, you weren't considered a favorite.
It's true.
In
And
fact,
people would also say I played that event poorly.
Yes,
Certain
people
people
would say that.
I don't agree with. But yeah, it's true.
I think it's kind of poetic to have this moment of finality to your TFT career. You have any words for, I guess, the people?
Actually, you know what? There's a joke I've been sitting on for a little bit. It's about like what is the joke? I was telling Nick about. I've been telling Nick about it for a while.
Yeah,
It's about Philip and horses.
Yep.
And no, I've liked TFT a lot over the course of my time playing it. So it does feel a bit poetic to end on what is like a crazy come from behind, like shouldn't happen kind of win. And I think this is a really good example of a tournament where like the fun in TFT was exemplified, which I'm really grateful for. So I think I probably won't be back anytime soon.
Next
but
Invitational.
Yeah, I really appreciate my time with TFT and everyone who you know, I mean you and the whole staff and everyone who participated and everyone who watches too. It's all really special. So.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you all so much for watching the Tri-State Invitational for the 2025 season. Couple quick shout-outs. Number one, thank you so much to Red Bull. Without them, we would not have been able to do the in-person event yesterday. It sucks that it snowed and we didn't get to do today. It would have been so fun to do this all on land. But we are so grateful to Will and the rest of the Red Bull gaming team who helped make that possible. Shout out to OS NYC for their help with the venue. Shout out to all the Tri-State staff, Harmony especially, who has really in the last couple of years come back to be like the cornerstone of Tri-State TFT in a way that I was not able to do without them. So shout out to everyone who helps make all this possible. Thank you all for watching. We have got plenty more events coming up for Tri-State TFT for this set and for future. So if you're not already in the Discord, make sure you join that. You can find it on our Twitter at Tri-State TFT. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for the Tri-State Invitational. So thank you everybody for watching. We love you all.
Mwah.
Be good.
Mwah.
And we'll catch ya on the flippity flip.
Bye-bye.
See ya.